surroundings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past the future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Fight the war. Fight the war. Oh, who cares why we're fighting? It's about the fight. Let the writers writing settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. Yes, what I'm talking about, I'm fighting the war because it's the time for that, yeah. Oh yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts, to a Tuesday stream. It is Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. It's about 20 minutes to 1 Eastern Standard Time, and I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to some awesomeness of Sagard the Barbarian, the Green Hydra. Illustrated live by Terry Tunes. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope everyone is doing well out there and is looking forward to the stream. Before I get on to the stream, just a couple of reminders about ways to support us. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. That really does make a difference. It really makes a difference. Thank you, Echo. If you were able to check out the YouTube channel with past broadcasts of the stream and subscribe over there, that's !ArvTube. !ArvCord will get you over to my Discord channel where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. That's always a good thing. !ArvTweets will get you over to my Twitter. Following there is always appreciated as well. I talk about all sorts of things over there, including writing, streaming, family, music, teaching, politics, and things like that occasionally as well. I also always tweet over there when I'm going live, or close to when I'm going live. !Tweet will let you retweet the stream, and again, please do that, because retweeting it always gives us a chance to reach the larger Twitch community outside, so that would always be appreciated. Let's see, ! Our shop will get you over to my merchandise area. Get over to my merchandise area where you can check out the stuff that we have for Infinity and Beyond, although we will also have other stuff happening as well, with other merchandise there pretty soon. That's exclamation point Arv Shop. Exclamation point Arvtreon is the Patreon, which really helps the channel. That's kind of the financial backbone of the channel. Currently sitting at 381.96. We would love to get that up to 400 and north of that, because we've got cool stuff available there and elsewhere for that, so that would really be appreciated. And last but certainly not least, of course, is the subsystem, which is currently sitting right above the video window there. We are at about 45 subs right now, so again, we'd love to get that north of 50. Record, I think, for the channel is something like 72, but I'd just like to get back up to 50 and then move back up to 60, and, you know, onward and upward. You can get cool stuff for yourself. You can get some of those cool custom sub badges that you see in chat. You can get emotes, which you can use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, so all that is good stuff. Quick note about schedule. So today is going to be a busy day as far as streaming is concerned. We've got the second day of Sagard the Barbarian going on today, the Green Hydra. So we will be doing that. That will be live illustrated, of course, by Terry. That's going to be awesome. Then at 4 p.m. today, I'll be over at GOG doing my usual Pen and Pixel show with Thronebreaker as I continue with that game. And then tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have got the Arvocalists making their return. Rob, Maggie, Zach, and Russ will all be with us as we continue with the Banner Saga 2 that will be happening tonight again at 9 p.m. Eastern, so that's going to be a good time. And then on Friday, I'm going to be doing a live event from PAX Unplugged. We're going to be doing a live event with Johnny Pittman and Carlos Hernandez and me and the Alligator Alley people doing Esper Genesis live from there. Kat Rambo and Zach Clay will also be with us as usual, but they will be going in remotely as per usual from the West Coast. We'll be doing that event at 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday. I also want to make the announcement that there will be a big announcement there about a project that Alligator Alley and I are doing. In fact, there will probably be two announcements, one that's directly channel related and one that is related to the project with Alligator Alley, which is of interest to this channel, I think, but isn't specific to the channel. So there's two big announcements coming up on Friday, and you will not want to miss either one of those. So please mark your calendar for that. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I believe, we will have the return of Infinity and Beyond and the Curse of Strahd. That is going to be a good time, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that all works. We should have just about, I don't know if we'll have the full crew, but we should have just about the full crew for that on Saturday the 1st, so that is going to be a good time. And I am looking forward to all of that. It's going to be a busy week ahead and lots of stuff to do, so let's get to it. With that said, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that, and let me turn on that. There we go. Good to see everyone. Hello all. Hope everybody is doing well and is looking forward to the stream today. So yes, we have got the return of one of the highlights, I think, every month, and that's where we get a chance to actually do what we've done here. Why does my camera look so washed out? Hold on a second. My camera is oddly washed out, and I don't know why. My white balance is right. Why are you so washed out, camera? Dear God. Okay, that's probably better. Cool. So it's good to see everyone. I hope you're looking forward to today. And with no further ado, I am going to unmute myself, and then I'm going to unmute Terry, and I'm going to head over there. Bum, 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 bum. Now this is not her illustration. This is actually the internal illustration, but you will get to see her amazing work in just a minute, as we are joined, as always, for one of these sessions by the incredible, amazing Terry Tunes, who's got all these kinds of awesome things going on. Terry, how are you? How's life in the universe?
I just spilled a lot of hot tea over myself the second you turned on your mic.
Great.
Hi, aside from like cleaning up the mess right now, I'm great. This is fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. I have that effect on people. Hi, tea! Like, oh, God.
No, it was just like really quiet and suddenly really loud in my ear. And I was like, well, rip. Splash everywhere. What was the question?
I was asking how you were doing. Now
I'm doing good. Yes. Trying to, like, warming up right now with sketching. Always takes a bit to get to the flow. But yes, everything is good and stuff. Sorry, the thing with the T really
That's okay.
threw me
That's
off.
okay. I'll give you a chance to recover.
uh,
While I'm doing this, I'll just say so this is, of course, we've got right there the Sagard the Barbarian, the Green Hydra. This is the image, but I will show you just briefly. I'm going to go back. Of course, the star of the show is Terry's artwork, but I'm just going to, for a minute, just show you what she's sketching, like that. So you can see that she is sketching this because we have got some Sagard the Barbarian to do. So one of the things that we noted was we really wanted to make this character. We really wanted to kind of lean into the whole barbarian thing. So he is the barbarian's barbarian. Like he should have been either doing this or like professional wrestling in the 1980s. Like he clearly,
absolutely.
one of the two of those things should have been happening. So so I'm very interested to sort of see how he continues to develop over time. But yeah, we have done this. For those of you who have not been here before, this actually gives us a chance to have chat vote on the decisions of the character. And last time we voted, the only thing we did not have a choice this time over was the name of the character. That was Sagard the Barbarian. But we did have his stamina, and we did have, and I have to double check because actually it reset the number, and I don't remember what that stat 1 is that they're referring to. I need to remember what the devil that is. That might be experience, as I now completely forget. You know what? I'm going to pull up the old video because I don't actually remember what the statistics were. Because the thing is, when Terry and I did this last time, it was like at the beginning of October. And then obviously we are at the end of November. So it's been almost like 6 or 7 weeks actually since we did this the last time. So,
right.
So let me just pull up the, let me find this out. He could have starred in the Banner Saga. Well, yeah, I mean, like, of course. I think that's appropriate. All right, I'm going to, let me pull open that, and then I can just take a look at the still picture. Okay. Okay, yes. So that stat was XP. Luck. So that is our XP is 17. And then our deaths, that's what that was. That was a death counter that we've got. All right. Now we know what's going on. Okay, so we've got XP and we've got deaths. Good, lovely. Now everything makes sense. Yes, thanks, Marin. I just wanted to make sure that I had the thing clear. All right, good. So we got stamina, skill, luck, XP, deaths, gold. Excellent. Now everything sort of fits. So we had a chance to find out information about. We're basically trying to get back. We were had this bloody ambush in the southern marshes, and we were trying to get back to sort of report on what happened to our homeland and tribe. And we've been making our way basically across the land and ran into some difficult situations, I think it's fair to say. One of them involved an unfortunate encounter with a crocosaurus, which is exactly like it sounds.
Unfortunate for the crocosaurus.
Right. It was unfortunate for him, unfortunate for us. We ended up impersonating a ghost. That was an interesting experience. And eventually we ended up finding 3 glass daggers, spirit luck, leather jerkin, and a ration kit, along with a medallion. And we have one note, which is we must find, the Green Hydra. So that is basically our note. Very simple. Find the Green Hydra and then continue our path back to our homeland. What if your death count is higher than your XP? Then I think we're talking about the Dark Souls of gamebooks, and that could maybe happen. I mean, I couldn't deny that that's a possibility. But I think we need to think positively, chat. I think we need to think positively. We need to consider about, the just sort of absorb the positive energy and get moving here. So as we continue to have Terry work on her illustration, I'm going to show you the internal illustration for a moment because of the place where we are. Now, I do need to ask from people if we have a soundtrack recommendation. So what is our soundtrack recommendation that we have for today? Think barbarian-ish.
So why people figure that out, I actually wanted to tell you and people about something that I read lately, which I wanted to recommend to you guys.
Please.
Yes, and I don't know for how long it has been out in the US, but like just last month we got the trade paperback for the official Wonder Woman and Conan crossover comic, which is amazing. I love it. It's so good. It's just one trade paperback, so like no large thing or anything, but it's really, really good, and I very much enjoyed it. I can absolutely recommend it. It sounds super silly, but it works so good. works so well. So for everybody who loves Conan and or Wonder Woman, can recommend it.
Wow, that's super awesome. I was not aware. That was not on my radar screen at all.
Yes, I saw that one on accident like one day because we have like one place in the entire town where you can like buy comics, but only like the super current ones.
Right.
Which is like the magazine shop inside the train station.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I went there, because every week I go get a specific magazine for my grandma there, and I was just like browsing the comic section, and that one caught my eye, and I was like, well, this can't be terrible.
Wow.
So I bought it.
And it is good.
It is really good. I did not like expect it to be as good as it turned out to be. But
that's pretty sweet. Okay, well, cool. The Conan Wonder Woman crossover. While you were talking, I realized that we should do. So we can't do movie stuff, guys, because I don't. I'm a little shaky on how that's going to go in terms of getting VODs muted and the like. But you did remind me what we did last time. And by the way, Lady Hawk is an amazing movie. So that's a good one too, Takanjia. You know what? That's a good one too. So remind me about that, Takanjia, because we're going to do the Conan Exiles soundtrack right now, and that'll be about an hour. But then when we're done with that, we should switch over to the Golden Axe soundtrack. I'm all about that. No, not Skyrim. Skyrim's great, but Skyrim is not. That's not. You got to think gritty barbarian. You know, Skyrim is not gritty. I mean, it's things, but it's not. It's definitely not gritty.
So, wait, what soundtrack?
So we're doing the Conan Exiles soundtrack, and then after that, the Golden Axe soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because people don't know, I cannot hear the music that you guys hear, so I always have to put it on myself.
We've now advanced technologically, so she can actually see me. So that's different.
Yes.
She can actually see me now, but because I've learned the power of using two cameras with OBS a certain way.
Yes.
But all right, let's do it. So we are while Terry's finishing up her warm-up drawing, let us get moving on this. Let me get my. Okay. We can't see her. No, well, the thing is you could, but right now the thing that we want to focus on is her draw. Listen, Terry's, we don't need to see, I mean, who wants to sit? No, I'm just kidding. You get to see Terry actually 2 Tuesdays a month on this channel because you get to see her in the Adventures of Middle-earth stuff. But for this, our focus is on her drawing. But you can, there are plenty of examples of Terry with her awesome hats and axes and things like that. So it's good stuff. But all right, so let's get to this. So where we are right now is we are in an inn. And again, we're trying to find the Green Hydra and then eventually get back to our homeland. But we had just closed up shop last time at this inn, and you see a picture of said inn. And the section, I love how this book, which was, by the way, written by Flint Dill and Gary Gygax, the creator of Dungeons & Dragons himself. And so this is section 27, but they name each one. And this one is Dying Man's Message. So here we go, chat. A tall stein of Soothorpe drink. By the way, how's the music volume compared to my audio, chat? Is it too loud or is it okay?
And can you guys hear me properly? That's also a thing.
Right, and can you also hear Terry? Yep.
Likes to do a thing where it's like, nah, I'm just like gonna make her super quiet without any apparent reason.
What? Oh, you're talking about Zoom. I thought you were like I try to make you quiet. I'm just like,
no,
I want you
I'm
silent,
talking
all
about
right?
my computer. You here, Windows does that.
Yeah, no, I know it's true. Windows actually does it all the time at random, which is frustrating. I know. Good here on both. Okay, cool, awesome. Okay. So the section is called "Dying Man's Message." A tall stein of Soothorpe drink at the inn of the Merry Wench quenches your thirst. Regain 4 hit points. Hey, see? We get started immediately, right off the bat. Hit points. Through a halo of acrid smoke. Oh, I forgot. I gotta do the narrative voice for this. Barbarian. Through a halo of acrid smoke, you watch the night people of Soothorpe. Steely-eyed Hitaxian gamblers shake dice. Laughing Chandonese musicians pluck exotic harps, strum strange instruments, and beat on tropical drums. Wide-mouthed braggarts of all races quaff drinks and tell tall tales, while lusty gyptic dancers perform on thick oak tables. Authors write random books. It's crazy. Okay. Your eyes settle on an extraordinary girl atop the minstrel's gallery. She wears a sky-colored gown, and the smoky haze of the inn forms a halo around a cascading river of golden hair. Set high in her perfectly chiseled face are translucent blue eyes which radiate both strength and adventure. Quickly, you step across the floor of the inn to introduce yourself, but before you can catch her eye, she has vanished like an apparition. Stepping outside for a breath of fresh air, you hear footsteps. In moments, you hear labored breathing and a fleeing figure painfully shambles up the cobblestone steps. Wait, she just disappears? Like, we just walk up to her, it's like, and you never see her again. Now on with the rest of the story. Like, okay. Story of our lives. As he draws closer, you see that his face is twisted in a desperate grimace. Before the grotesque figure reaches you, he drops to the ground. Tossing your drinking glass aside, you rush to the collapsed figure. It is an old man, dressed in ornate robes and clutching a scroll in his bent fingers. Blood flows from his mouth, and a glass dagger protrudes from his back. Oh, we have 3 glass daggers. That's maybe a little unfortunate. As you bend down, he speaks to you through bloody lips. Take this, my son, and give it to Quetzalcoatl. Okay, we'll write that down in a minute. With surprising strength, he thrusts the scroll into your hand and lets out a loud gasp as his eyes flicker with terrible intensity. Blessed be you if you succeed. Cursed be you if you fail. His final message delivered, his voice dies, his eyes glaze over, and beyond pain, his head cracks on the cobblestone. Beyond pain. As you close his eyelids, you sense the presence of evil and look up. A slith assassin dressed in black, with a face both skeletal and reptilian, stands over you. From behind shining teeth and a long, vivid reptilian tongue, a raspy voice croaks, Give me the scroll, Ratican fool. Though you have no intention of letting him keep the scroll, you are of 2 minds as how to stop him. You may attack him, hoping to surprise him, or give him the scroll in hopes of ambushing him. Okay, so first of all, we've got this scroll that we're supposed to bring to Quetzalcoatl.
Wait, so this is like the classic, you go to a tavern, there's a mysterious old man giving you a scroll.
Right, but it's like in the middle of another, like, apparently it's in the middle of like the other adventure. They're like, no, never mind this other stuff. Have an automatic side quest. Did you plan
this, that this would be the start of the next, like, of
nope,
the session?
Nope, but I'm glad that I was just that good that we would do it this way. But no, this is sort of the way that things worked out. Okay, so we have our first decision that we have to make, folks, and it is as follows. What should we do? Should we attack immediately, give him scroll, and attempt ambush? So attack immediately or give him the scroll and attempt to ambush. Here's our first vote of the day, folks. The way this works is you're going to do $vote space and then the number. So you're going to vote for 1 if you want to attack immediately, or 2 for giving him the scroll and attempting to ambush. Yeah, it's $vote, Kerflop. Please notice that Kerflop has got the VIP badge. You may ask yourself, how do I get such a VIP badge? I'm glad you asked. You get that VIP badge if you support the Patreon at the $5 level or above. You get a VIP badge in Twitch chat. So that's assuming you're not a mod. So if you're Terry, you're out of luck. But everybody else, because she has the sword, so that trumps that. But everyone else, even if you were a sub, you can also support the Patreon and get that awesome diamond VIP badge.
I'd rather have an axe.
Oh, you'd rather have an axe. Well, what if you had that and a diamond? Isn't that part of barbarian life?
Can I have like a diamond encrusted axe?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Awesome.
The more like useless for actual combat, the better. I was playing.
What do you mean? Like if it's like diamond encrusted and it cuts sharper, right? Because diamonds are super sharp or something.
That's very true.
Science works, right?
You have to attach it with something though, and it's also
more diamonds.
Heavy, yeah, more. Yeah, you attach the diamonds with more diamonds.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, Kerflop. You're a super supporter. I actually played a little bit last night. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep playing it because I don't think it's really my game. Maybe. I haven't totally made up my mind, but I gave Darksiders a try. And the voice acting's great, but the character designs are ridiculous. I mean, kind of ridiculous in a good way, but like the swords all like have skulls on top of skulls, and like it's the most like not effective use of weaponry ever. But that's just kind of the style. It's sort of like if Brutal Legend didn't have much of a sense of humor. I think that's kind of like what.
What do you mean sense of humor? That game is super serious and absolutely historically accurate.
Yes, true. The game based on Jack Black's life is definitely.
Yes, well, it's not. Well.
I know it's not. It's not. I know it's not. It's actually based on what? What's his name? The guy that passed away about a year ago from Motorhead. Emmy, right?
Emmy.
That's basically him, right? Isn't it based on him, basically his music?
It's more complicated than that. But he's a character.
Brutal Legend is more complicated than that? Really? I've
Well,
seen
I mean,
Brutal
if
Legend
you
being
actually
played.
like know the history behind like all the characters and like all the musicians that do have a cameo in that game.
No, I can't say that I do.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can't say that I do. So I believe. So all right, okay, I believe you. If there's all of this involved, it just reminds me that like, what was it that we were? I forget what it was the one time about the one song that was just about like death from. It's like Spinal Tap, right? Where they're just kind of like, well, it's got a very deep meaning with real complexity and like, what's it called? Lick my love pump. Like, that's just. I'm just saying. There's an occasional claim of depth that maybe isn't. Yeah, Lemmy, that's right. It's got a modern heavy metal and a warped sense of humor. Oh, yeah. No. I know. I also know that Brutal Legend people really, really like Brutal Legend. Trust me. I saw it being done on GOG, and people were just like, you know, this game has got the depth of the... I'm like, okay.
No. It's like... I mean, like, most of the stuff is like, you know... Because, like, it's so cool that you have, like, so many musicians actually taking part in this game and, like, working with characters and stuff.
Yeah.
And also the aesthetic is super good, but, like, the problem was that the game did not sell super well, because turns out that, like, even though, like, in advance, like, so many people were, like, super excited about the game, is that, like, the type of people that got excited about the game were, like, not the biggest, like, not necessarily, like, not the biggest gamers per se, but, like, I mean, like, a lot of metalheads are gamers, but, just, like...
Wasn't quite the right combination. Well, but it got a cult following later, though,
yes,
right?
Yes,
I mean,
it did. Absolutely. It's just, like, kind of sad, because, like, when I see, like, the world and everything they did with that, like, I would absolutely play, like, an MMO set in that world. Like, that would be so amazing, but, yeah, that's not gonna happen, like...
One thing I wanted to say very quickly, Kooky, thank you for the resub, 7 months in a row. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that, Kooky Canuck. Thank you. Much love. Thank you so much. And Echo, I was talking about Darksiders. I gave Darksiders a try because I have Discord Nitro, and so they have the whole game set that you can actually get. And because I was member of Nitro for a long time, I actually get access to their Nitro games for free until January 2020. Which is very nice of them. So I ended up giving it a try, and the biggest issue with it right now is that I can't get the controller to support to work right now, and that is not a game that I want to play with keyboard and mouse. Like, as much as I love keyboard and mouse, it's ridiculous. It's like, all right, tap W, left Alt Shift. I'm like, no. This is not how this game is meant to be played. So, but also it reminded me too much of God of War, which is just not my kind of game. Like, I love the puzzle aspect of it, obviously, and I like the sort of the Zelda-ish quality to it, and obviously Mark Hamill and Liam O'Brien being voice acting is a big thing, but I don't love the sort of it's a very grim setup, and I don't love the combat. I just don't. It's not my bag. It's not that it's a bad game. I just don't think it's my bag. So. Well, listen, if Discord, as you know, I stream for GOG, and so I obviously have lots and lots of games that I get initially with GOG, but if I'm going to get something for the low price of free, especially when I wasn't sure if I was going to want to keep playing it, Nitro was a perfect way of doing that, since I already was paying for it, so that's why. But yes. You've been searching Horde Vids film campaign, I'd do certain things. Oh, really? Yeah, well, I am happy to share the information that we have. Okay, I think I last called this already, so we're going to close this poll because I think everyone wants to attack immediately and thinks that the other option is. So I'm going to now, because Terry's far enough along, I will get rid of this so you can see this is the person who's going to be attacking immediately, as you will see in just a moment. And so, all right, attack immediately it is. Let's see what happens when we do exactly that. All right, section 21. Okay, a straight fight. With one hand, you give the scroll to the assassin, while with the other, you begin to draw your sword. As he takes the scroll, you jerk the sword from its sheath and attack him. To see whether surprise is on your side, flip the pages. Even means you attack first, odd means he attacks first. All right? I'm going to flip the pages. So we want even. Ah! Wait. Yep, it was odd. Damn it. Alright, he attacks first. Welp! That's too bad. That is most unfortunate. However, it's alright, because we are Sagard the Barbarian, so it's fine. Okay. Battling the Slith Assassin. Alright, never before have you fought so highly trained a killer. Oh my god. That's true. The level of the assassin's fighting ability goes down with the number of hit points he has remaining. Okay, so when we first start fighting him, folks, he has level 5 skill, which in comparison to us, we have level 3 skill. So, that's, well, let's see what happens. No digital book, not for this series. Nope. That was Lone Wolf. We do not have a digital book for Sagard. Alright, so what we are going to need here is, let's see. I'm going to need to remember, my gosh, I totally need to remember how to actually do, these fights. Let's see. So let's make sure we know how to do the combat. Let's see. I think the way it works is... Okay, wait a second, we have a stupid ad. Skip ad, please. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Advertisement 1 to 4. And strikes first. Okay, so he's going to strike first. Okay, so what we're going to do is, the way this works is, all you're going to be doing here is you're basically going to be rolling a 4-sided die. So you're going to be rolling a 4-sided die here. And what I'm going to need for this is I'm going to need someone who is willing to roll a 4-sided die. Now, if you have an actual 4-sided die, that's fine. Or if you just want to use the very useful WotC dice roller, if you do a search for WotC dice roller on Google, you can find it, and it has all the dice you could ever use. What's up, Conrad? And you're going to be rolling a 4-sided die. I will roll the 4-sided die first on behalf of the enemy, and we'll see the damage it's done. Then you will roll the 4-sided die, and that's how we're going to do it. All right, cool, Kerflop. So we're going to start with, we're going to roll 1 die here, and we're going to roll, we're going to try for 4. So here we go. So he's going to attack first. Need to hire a professional dice roller. That's what we like to see, is a 1. Even with a 1, he still does 2 points of damage. So we need to take this guy down fast, like really fast. So 1 to 4. And Kerflop, you're going to need to make sure that you are always honest. Always got to be honest. Always got to be forthright. That is the key to doing this. But we need to get his level down. So he's got 25 hit points to start with. And in fact, I should mention that. So he's level 5 right now. 25 stamina.
So I am done with this one. So if you have a task for me...
Well, I would say that you can either wait until after we beat this guy, or you can have the battle of this guy versus this Slith assassin. Although I think you had us fighting a lizard man before, if I'm not mistaken.
Drew lizard man.
Yeah, you drew a lizard man before. So we don't need to have you do that again. I mean, I guess you could also do the tavern scene, which was just him, you know, like the actually, you know, what'd be funny would be walking towards the the woman who just disappears randomly for no reason. Like,
oh, friend zone again.
Yeah. Basically, he just walks towards her and then he just disappears and they never hear about her again. So you could do something like that if you want. Otherwise, once we get through this, then we'll probably have other stuff. So, okay, that is a 3. I like that. That's 2 points of damage. Okay, so he's down to 23. So we've got to get him down to level 4 fast, people. Okay. Next, he rolls a 2. That means he's going to do 3 points of damage. Okay. Oh, and actually, you know what I just saw, folks? I'm wondering if we want to use... You can throw 2 of these daggers at a time. We should probably use 2 of these glass daggers, don't you think? Look at the thing you can see here. 3 damage to any creature level 3 or higher. So if we threw 2 of those, we would do a guaranteed 6 points of damage. That would drop him to 17. That would put him at least on more equal footing. So does chat... I'm not even going to do a vote for this. Does chat want to use... Do you folks want to use the daggers? I just noticed that we've got this. We've also got the Spirit Luck, and we've got the Leather Jerkin, which will give us plus 10 hit points once in combat. They're not reusable. Nope. We use them up and they're used up. I know. I don't want to backseat chat, but see, I was trying to remember because we hadn't done this yet, so. Yes, throw them. Yes, throw them. Okay.
So the woman was a dancer, right?
I don't think she was a dancer. She said she was atop the minstrel's gallery. Sky-colored gown, smoky haze at the end forms a halo around a cascading river of golden hair, set high in her perfectly...
halo?
Say again?
What formed the halo around her hair?
The smoky haze of the inn.
Oh.
And then set high in her perfectly chiseled face were translucent blue eyes which radiated both strength and adventure. So I don't actually know whether she was a dancer. I don't think it mentioned that. Okay. But you can make her dancer.
Well, you did mention dancers, that's why.
Yeah, there were also other dancers. But that was the one that he was interested in, apparently. Okay, so we're going to throw those. So that means 17. And then one more point of damage means 16. Okay, so now he's been dropped to level 4. If we can drop him another point or two, he'll be down to level 3, and it'll be even up with us. So now he's level 4. Okay, next roll for him is a 4. Okay, that hurt. That means he does 3 points of damage. Fortunately, though, we do have some hit point bonuses here that we can use. So I think we got a shot. Okay, so we threw 3 glass daggers. We're going to throw one more, which is going to bring him down to 13. So these are gone, but the good news is, we may have a chance to actually get, past him. Okay, so 13. So now, next roll, Kerflop. Let's get this next roll in, and let's see if we can drop him even further. If we can get him down to 10, then actually down to 9, we can drop him to level 2. Okay, 2. So that means we're going to do 1 point of damage. He's down to 12 now. So right now he's level 3, which is our level. So we've gotten him down somewhat. Okay, so 3. So he's going to do 2 points of damage. I'll let you know later on about the stamina situation, about whether we want to deal with our stamina, because we could do this plus 10 in combat leather jerkin thing if we want to. So we could do that, and if we get hit again, I'll ask you whether we want to do that. All right, Kerflop, next roll, please. See if we can get this guy even lower. Let's get that 4. Hey, on cue. All right. So now he's down to 9 points. That means he's now been dropped to level 2. So that's good. Now we see the violence inherent in the system. And, of course, he rolls a 4, because apparently that's how I roll. All right, but we can keep attacking him. We're getting him there. We're savaging this guy. Those glass daggers were a big help. Of course, now that I think of it, the dead guy was also hit with a glass dagger, so... Actually, Lucathea, the buttocks that she's drawing are not Sagard's. They are the buttocks of the woman that he was interested in. So... yeah. It's, okay.
Yes,
3.
Sagard and his very childbearing hips.
All right, let's see. 7. Okay, good. Well, you almost got a level 1. Let's keep up the madness here. Okay, he does a 3, which means that we are talking about only 1 point of damage. Okay. Equally 0 complaints about this development, Lucathea says. Okay. All right, well, look. All right, next one, Kerflop. We're getting there. We are getting this guy. Bit by bit. Sorry, 1. Well, listen, sometimes we have off days. Okay. He's going to roll another 4. My God. Okay, so now we're running into a little bit of trouble, folks. We've got 4 stamina, and he's got 6 stamina now. He's weaker than us. So maybe after we hit him, we can decide... Oh, and then we rolled a 4. Okay, that's actually what I was just about to ask. So that does 3 points of damage. Okay, so he's now a level 1. So he rolls a 3, so he does 1 point of damage. Now, Chad, I have to ask here, because we're so low on stamina, I think we're going to survive this fight. But since we can only use this in combat, do you want to use the leather jerkin? I don't think we should use spirit luck, because that gets us back to full hit points. We probably want to save that. But do you want to use the leather jerkin? Another 4. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, but hold up though, Slith. Actually, no, wait. I take that back because I did just have him go. Let's see. 4 is going to do 3 damage. That kills him. Okay, so yeah, KO. So we got him down to 3 points. So the question is, that was during this last fight. So the question is, now we may get hit points back after this, and we have a ration kit that we can use outside of combat. So the question is, do we use the leather jerkin just as the combat's coming to an end? That'll bring us to 13. Do we save it and use the ration kit? Then we'll only be at 8 stamina, but then we'll have all of our combat-based health items. So what do you want to do? Do you want to save it and just use the ration kit? What does chat think? As we defeated this deadly Slith assassin. Save it? Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, so we're gonna... So you say use it. Use what, though, Lucathea? The leather jerkin or use the ration kit? You're talking about using the ration kit outside of combat or using the leather jerkin inside of combat? Use the ration. Okay. Yeah, so let's do that. All right, so... that brings us back up to 8. So we took some serious damage, but we defeated the deadly Slith assassin. Okay. All right. Section 34. Oh, which is the other direction. Okay. Section 34. The Headless Man and the Talking Head. Okay, now there's an internal picture of this, apparently. And, I don't entirely know what to tell you about this, except to say that apparently this was important. Just give me a second. I will show you what this talking head... Now I regret not having waited to have Terry do this.
Okay, let me have a look at that.
You'll okay, and here it is. The talking man and the headless man and the talking head. With your last desperate whack, you decapitate the Slith assassin. His body still stands, looking as if, even headless, he will continue the fight. Meanwhile, his head rolls across the pavement and settles in a gutter. You know not what you're about to do, Ratigan, a voice says, seemingly from nowhere. You spin around looking for the speaker, but there is none. Then you realize that the severed head itself is speaking. For this, you shall suffer the death of 1,000,000 cuts. As you watch in horror, the red tongue stops wagging and the assassin's body collapses to the pavement. With a shudder, gain 3 experience marks. Okay. So I guess we're going to receive the death of 1,000,000 cuts because of this talking head. Okay. Not sure that I know what to make of that, but it is what it is. All right, we have defeated the Slith assassin. The Slith assassin lies dead on the stone street. Gain 4 experience marks. Oh, nice. 4 more experience marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I want to double check too and see about these experience marks. What we get from experience, because I don't actually remember. Let's see. When he has 60 experience marks, he moves up to level 4. So we can level up to level 4 when we get to 60 experience. Okay. Rifling his pockets, you find 27 gold pieces. Hey. Up to 277. And a small piece of paper with 2 words on it. Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl is where the guy wanted us to take the scroll to. Seeing that a small crowd is gathered around the corpse, and not wanting to gather any more attention than necessary, you quickly walk to a small inn near the edge of town. You were in your room for 2 minutes when you fall fast asleep on a bed of soft down. You awaken with a start to see the mistress of the inn. Excuse me, sir, but I thought you should have something to eat, a voice says. You have been asleep for 2 days. Regain all your hit points. Nice. We got all our hit points back.
Sweet.
That's good. Slowly waking up, you look for the scroll. It is missing. Oh, god damn it. For nearly an hour, you turn the room upside down, but to no avail. Finally, though, you discover that you slept on it.
Wow.
It's the cell phone effect. Where's my cell phone? Oh, I was sleeping on it. Unrolling it, you take your first look. Not knowing the alien language on the map, you can only speculate its meaning. It must be a map to something of great importance. A temple, a palace, a tomb, something. You know of at least one man who died clutching this map, and given that a Slith assassin was set on his trail, you grimly realize that you too are probably being stalked. Knowing it will not be long before they find you, you must take action. You can try to find the mysterious Quetzalcoatl, or you can attempt to break the coded message. Then you can go to the section mentioned in the code. Or you can take the map to a priest of Maji Maho, a dying sect that studies strange languages and ancient lore. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We can either... Yep, exactly, Aaron Donnell. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Alright, so let's see. You can... Keeping open a paperback book is no fun. Alright. So, you can do one of two things. So I'm going to show you what this picture looks like. Oh, we got an advertisement. Which we're going to skip through right now. Okay. Wait, what? Do you not have 40? There we go. I think this is... No. Aha. Okay. Almost. This is really... Okay. So, alright, I'm going to have to think about how I can actually do this. Alright, we've got this. I'm going to do one more. Because this actually is on 2 pages, this code. You guys better get your thinking caps on. This is actual code breaking that we're talking about.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. This. Okay. So, all right, here we go. All right, so here is this first one. Alright, I'm going to show you what we're looking at. Because there's basically a map and some other information associated with it. I'm actually going to have to put this above... I'm going to have to move this... Okay, I'm going to have to move this up to above the overlay. Order to top. Okay. So that I can make this clear. Man, I hope this is going to be high res enough to do this, but we'll see. Okay, maybe it is. So we've got one. All right. And then I'm going to show you the other one. Okay. And I'm sorry this is taking a while, but it's a little complicated. Right. And then we're going to scroll down here. And then like that. Okay, here we go. Let's see if you guys can figure this out. So, here is what we're looking at. So, we can try to break the coded message, or we can find the mysterious Quetzalcoatl, or we can take the map to a priest that will hopefully translate it for us. So I'm going to put that up for a vote here. Find Quetzalcoatl. Attempt to try to hire Tom Hanks, exactly. Attempt code. Take the map. For translation. Has Sagard break a code? You don't think he doesn't strike you as the typical code breaker, Erdnell?
Well, only like literally breaking.
Yeah, he get right. He just takes the code. I hate code. Ugh. Destroy code. All right, there we go. So what's it going to be? Are we going to find Quetzalcoatl? Are we going to attempt to break the code? Or are we going to take the map? Now, you can see for yourselves what this is all about. I like how everyone votes immediately. Like, we immediately get the first 3 votes are 1 vote for each of the options. Glad to see chat is so together on this. Aha, Ardnell's feeling... All right. I can't see. Can't see what? I'm pretty sure I'm showing you... Oh, what are the options? The option... Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have a lot of extra real estate. Let me show you. I'm just going to move it for a minute so you can see it nonstop. I can't, because I need the room so you can see this fully. Find Quetzalcoatl, which is what the old man gave us the scroll, and that's also the note that we found in the assassin. Attempt to break the code, or take the map to a priest that is basically good at breaking codes. I guess I can do that. It's just that if I do that, I'm afraid you won't be able to see the icons. So, but maybe we can do that. Like, I don't want to stretch it or anything. I only have so much real estate to work with. Sagard smashed the code. I can't even read Sagardian. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. I guess we can attempt to break the code, and if we get it right, then we'll know where we're going, and if not, we'll have to choose one of the other options. So.
Gonna assume the game doesn't make it as easy for us.
Yeah, it doesn't, because this is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little confusing.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like Webdings just like threw up all over the paper.
It really is Wingdings. Literally breaking the code. I don't expect too much of a barbarian. No, I know. I listen, Sagard has much that should be expected of him, okay? I don't know why you would... This is a person that successfully got his ass beat in by a Crocosaurus and failed in impersonating a ghost. Actually, I guess he succeeded initially, but then he failed later on. Yeah. So, Sagard, fails at the right times. It's all about the timing. It's about when you fail that matters. You bet that's what they did, is just do Wingdings? No, I think that there's like some... Do OCR in the image, select the text, change font from Wingdings to Times. No, I'm not breaking the... Takanji, you misunderstand, my friend. I am not going to be breaking any code. Chat is going to be breaking the code. I am but a humble messenger.
Also, don't ask me to do it. I'm really bad at these things.
Terry is going to break this code. Completely will break this code like nobody's business. All right, we're going to try to break the code, and then we're going to try to find Quetzal. Actually, after that, I'll probably do the vote again if we can't break this code. So, all right, folks, let's see. So, I don't... Okay, we've got stars. I don't understand what this map... What the... What? Well, good luck, chat. Good luck. I'm kind of... I really don't know what I'm looking at. Star equals this. Oval, oval. This is gobbledygook. What even is this? Like, I think this matches this, I think. I don't know what the value of that is, though. Like, maybe this is... Does this stand for, like, the, maybe? Like, maybe that's a T? H-E? Well, see, I don't really know. What it says is that you go to the section mentioned in the code. So at some point, there's a section, like a number, that it will give you that we could turn to. So I guess that's what we're finding. But, like, down here, I only see, like, these numbers. It's funny because this really does feel like what would happen if a barbarian was literally trying to deal with code. This is exactly how I feel right now. I mean, I assume that these symbols stand for letters. So...
But the question is, what language is this written in?
Right. Exactly. You can only speculate as to its meaning. The barbarian can't try to break the code, give up, and then go find the priest. Can you imagine he's like sitting cross-legged on the ground, just staring at it? Yeah, hopefully it's English. Or maybe it's German, and then Terry can do it. Let's see. So this is... I guess that's a... Maybe that's a T. Sagard should stare those hieroglyphics down until they shuffle off in icy fear. We're sorry. We'll be clear now. Alright, so this... my guess is that this is THE. Is there any other place? There's another down here. Maybe that's THE? So let's say that was that. Let's say that was the. Sagard and Arvin at Tanagra. Ooh. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. The Tomb of the Something. All right. I like that, Aranel. All right, so let's see. Okay, I think you're right. Okay, so that's right. All right, so let's right. Okay, so man, I wish I could just type directly on. It'd be really much more useful. Okay, yeah, I was screwing that up. All right. Okay, so we've got the. So we have a ton of letters. So. Okay, so this means this is. Okay, so this is T. Right, and that would make that an O. Yep. All right, so copy. All right, that's an O. Oh, we got another advertisement on my YouTube thing because that's important. Okay, good. All right, so O, and that would make O. And then we've got an M here.
I shall be right back.
Okay. M. Whoops. Shoot. I did that wrong. There we go. Okay, and then that one there is B. Tomb of the Green Hydra. Yep. Okay, right. See, we're not stupid. Yeah. Once we get these letters down, then we can just copy the ones that we need. Sagard no dumb. Sagard smash puny code puzzle. Whoops. Okay, Tomb of the... Okay. Make sure that I get rid of that.
Hello.
Welcome back. All right, good. All right, we figured some of this out. We figured out the title.
Oh? What is the title?
Yeah, the title is The Tomb of the Green Hydra.
Ah.
So... Okay, the Tomb of the Green... Okay, so that means this is G. Green Hydra fits. Yep. Oh, God almighty. This is really
the Y
tedious.
is just like a Y, but on top. Amazing.
What? What's that?
The Y is just, a regular Y, but standing on its head.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right.
Do you have to move in every letter?
Yeah. Isn't this annoying? Well, sort of, because I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can type. I mean, okay. I don't have to, but once I do it once, then I can move it over to this letter a lot easier.
You know, I could just like do it in my thing, then I can just draw on it.
That's better. Okay, please.
Yeah,
that would make this much easier. Yeah. Okay. So let me move this like this. Okay, and then I'll just I was gonna say once you get it up to there we go. Yeah, because the wall of text will take hours. Yeah, it pretty much will. It would not be functional. So it needs to be, yeah. So it needs to be REEN and then Hydra. So, and then we fill out these based on that. Hydra. Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right. Now that we have that. Now we go over to the other thing. So it looks like that first word then is Hail Hydra is H, and then we don't know, and then G, and then H. So H unknown, G H. Oh, I see. Yeah. I see what you're doing. Yeah, I was looking at the wall of text, but you're right, that's better. Hi something. Ah, yeah, you're probably right. It probably is an I. I is literally I. So then hi something, and then oval is green. So hi something R-I-E something T E something something. Yeah, because it's... Actually, I wonder if I could just open that up in Paint and do the same thing. Man, they were not joking around. This is the true... This is the true dark... now the real Dark Souls, but now the real Sagard the Barbarian begins. Alright? This is not, you know... I don't see any glowing quest lines here. Hydra... Looks like Hydra hater. Hydra hater. It's 2 extra letters. Are you what are you filling this in based on? Are you just doing this based on the
letters we already got at the top?
Okay.
Should I stop?
No. That's great. Except I was wondering about this text to the right. But once you figure that out, that's probably better. What's up, Brahms? Yeah, Hydrator. Hydrator. This is 1,000 times faster than I would have been able to do this.
I figured.
Yeah. Yep. Even the music right now, this is the ominous puzzle solving music.
Oh wait, I think that is the wrong letter. Like the problem is that one of the words is like kind of really difficult to make out. Like what it's like the signs are.
Right. Yes, that is correct, Echo. You have heard that properly. You'd prefer Jeopardy. Listen, does Jeopardy end up with you being Sagard the Barbarian? Because if not, then Alex Trebek's got nothing, man.
So I figured out that this sign here is a C, because then this also.
So that must be chamber, if I'm
Yes.
looking at that properly. Yep. Yeah. That's chamber.
So the squiggly line here, I'm assuming, is going to be a W, then it spells out arrow chamber. And it's a whip sign. So, like, what I figured out by now is that, like, you know, you have a bunch of arrows, so that's letter A. You have a ring, that's an R. You have a whip, so it's a W, you know.
Yep.
So there is some logic to it.
There's a little bit of logic. This is
I
actually
can't-
fairly
Oh,
impressively...
like that thing is an octopus, so that's an O, and E for ear, blah, blah.
This is actually reasonably involved for a game book. Okay, arrow chamber, Hydra chamber.
F for fire.
So that would be I. Is that lightning maybe?
Yeah, there is a lightning thing, but Hall of, yeah, that would be an L.
Oil chamber. Maybe, if that's an O.
I have to figure out the other ones first. Oh,
Arrow chamber,
or
oil
newt.
chamber. Hall
Oh,
of...
that's gonna be an S, the upwards pointing arrows, because then it's Hall of Bones.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Hall of Bones.
Do we have an S yet?
No.
Okay, then that's that.
Hall of Bones, arrow chamber. The other benefit of doing this is that then you'll actually be able to, like, save this that you're doing somewhere, like with a screenshot. I mean, we'll have it anyway, but because I have a feeling we'll need to go back to this. I hope so, unless it's more like with the girl. You just walk towards her and she vanishes. Like, we never actually go back to this map again.
Have you figured out what the I is yet?
Yeah, the I think is... I think the I we figured out was actually...
Oh, an I.
An
yes.
I, yeah.
Oil chamber, yeah, that makes sense. That would be an I too, so that's gonna be an S, so it's stairs.
Okay, arrow chamber, stairs, oil chamber, hydra chamber, hall of bones. Okay, so that's good. So now that we have that, can we fill out the big wall of text?
Yes.
If they kept using this alphabet, yeah, I know, Ardnell, it would be nice, but... Second line starts this note. T-H-I-S. Yeah, okay. Well, so the first one is, let's see. That is an H-I-G, hig? Oh, hi. Yeah. So hi, so the first letter, so on that other one, it's hi. P-R-I-E-S-T. I think you're right. High Priestess. I think you're right, Lucathea. So High Priestess are those first two words on the opposite. You see that opposite thing, Terry? The text?
Opposite thing. Oh, I have to like first figure out this layout here.
Okay.
Okay.
High
So-
Priestess. Yeah.
First one.
Okay. So that first word is high. And the second word is priestess. I think Lucathea is right on that. It also helps that we're dealing with barbarians where there's always high priestesses. Never a low priestess. You notice that? It's always high. Yep. That's it, Ardnell.
Smoke so much weed. Oh.
Okay, so high priestess, and then something, E-H, something. Ooh, look at you with your fancy writing over it. That's pretty sweet. This note is written in haste, Lucathea says. That could well be. This note is... Yeah, this is a great idea. Can you imagine? Sagard is just like cross-legged on the ground next to the headless assassin, right? Like the head is just there, and he's like, he's got this like, I assume that he uses his axe to write, and he's just like scraping on the ground, like, like actually, yeah. Terry's next drawing. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. Do a stamina check on how long we do this without dying. I like the idea that he's actually, in fairness, that's true. He's not. I shouldn't say that. He's in the inn after he slept, so he's actually not next to the assassin. So he's in his inn room doing this.
I'm assuming the crown is going to be a C.
Probably.
Figure that out, yes.
Probably, because that would be C.
Wait, that was.
That star is T.
Shield? No idea what that is.
Setza? Okay. Maybe that's her name. High Priestess Set, so we don't know what that is yet. And then there's a in that first line, word over the way to the right is a also a T, something T, something. Oh, something T A. This note is written in haste. There is.
This is gonna be a U.
You gotta be
like
a U. Yep.
Line, yeah.
Yep. There is but one.
Why destroy? Oh, this is gonna be a V. Survive.
And that line that word next to one is way.
Wait. Oh, that's an N actually.
Yeah, did you see that, Terry, on the second
line?
line?
Yeah, I had like my screen scrolled over. So
yeah.
It was like cut off.
One way to destroy the
Kota, what was that guy again we were supposed to find?
Oh, K. That must be a K. His name was, but it was Ketska. What's his name?
Oh, so that's a Z, but he was spelled with a K, right?
Let me double check and see the notes. Ketza Kota. Ketzakota.
No, the crown sign is a K, not a C.
High Priestess Quetzalcoatl. So that's who we're looking for, is the High Priestess. High Priestess Quetzalcoatl. This note is written in haste. There is but one way to destroy the something.
Oh, what was that sign again? That was a G, right? This here.
Is that a... I'm trying to find where the actual on my line is.
Green, yes.
Three, the...
Hydra. No, wait, that's not an H.
Yep.
Wait, that's...
Yeah, that can't be right.
Wait, oh, yeah, I see, because, like, the H sign and the...
Oh, yeah, it is, Yeah, we're right, you're right.
The A sign and the
That's
H
right.
sign and O sign look so similar. So.
Yep, it's definitely right. That's Hydra. Destroy the Green Hydra and survive. My vote was the answer in some cryptic manner. This note is written in haste. There is but one way to destroy the Green Hydra and survive. Survive. We better get like 40 experience for doing this on our own. I want to see that level up.
Well, technically we are not doing it on our own because it's a team effort, but...
No. But that, from the book's point of view, we're working as a collective barbarian co-op, as an autonomous commune, taking in turns to act as an executive officer for the week. But all the decisions of that officer must be ratified. A simple case of, yes, I see. Shut up, naughty peasant. Okay. Survive. Enter the arrow chamber and take... Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. take the A, and then what's that O sound?
Arrows.
Oh, arrows, okay. Into the arrow, take the arrows.
Then... Oh, I don't know what the triangle is. What is a triangle?
P.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like put or place.
Then...
Or
Proceed,
maybe?
Yes.
I really want to know how many people back in the day actually went through and did this.
Oh wait, that's an I. Oil chamber. Oh, oops, that's chamber. And dip the
Okay.
arrow.
Oh, in the oil. Yeah, there's but one way to succeed. Charge in and destroy. In...
In... Wait.
Enter the arrow chamber and take the arrows. To destroy...
In Dahlia.
Okay. Dip the arrows in Dahlia oil. Trom.
No, from.
Okay, it just looked like a T.
Well, that's just how I like write the,
No, that's
a
fine.
T, and that's an F there. The star.
Okay, Golden Axe soundtrack time. Okay. As soon as we finish decrypting the map, we get teleported to another kingdom. Oh, that classic Golden Axe. Da-da. Okay. This note is written in haste. There's but one way to destroy the Green Hydra and survive. Yeah, the Genesis classic. Yep. Survive, enter the arrow chamber, take the arrows, then proceed to the oil chamber and dip the arrows in Dahlia oil. From there, proceed.
What was the upwards pointing? Oh, that was an S.
Yep.
Does? What? That makes no sense. Is that
And it's going to be the Hydra chamber, so more of the chamber, I gather.
Wait, did I misspell that?
Hmm?
No, that was correct. H.
Yeah, I think you're on track.
E. A. S. Who does? Who does?
Are you looking after... Which word are you looking at?
Like the one bottom left right now.
The... Oh, okay. Because I got to find where it is on the... This... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. The arrows...
Oh, it
And then
might just be a spelling
A.
error. That there is an R missing. Who does? Instead of Hydras.
Arrows, and then A... Something D. I think that's an N, so and... And then... What's the trash can symbol? Again, that one that's... Oh, it's, I think that's... I think it might be a C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's, Last check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a C. And C. Okay, so that's... So it's got to be proceed shoot. Proceed forwards. Yeah, proceed directly to the Hydra chamber. Shoot the arrows. Cut off the head, probably.
Rook.
Well, now your thing is cut off, so I can't see it anymore.
No. Just like I think there are some spelling errors in the last bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, that's gonna be bad if that's true. That they would do that.
Oh god, that's a lot more than I. Oh gosh. Like the Hydra's head escapes Rook.
And cut off the, let's see, shoot the arrows, cut off the Hydra's head, escape through, oh, did they misspell that, really? T, or where's that, where's my T-H-R-O-U, yeah, they did. Escape through. Wow. If you're gonna do this, guys, you need to have some QA, alright? And then... S, and then through the C, probably secret, yeah, through the secret, escape through the secret, and then escape, yeah, so escape through, it's escape through the secret, and this is SH? Alright, well the first part's right. Escape through the secret. The Barbarian QA department quit for all them on paid intern contracts. Yep. Can't get good help anymore. Oh man. Yeah, that's secret, but then I don't, the next part looks like SH, I think. I don't know what secret airs. I mean, that's what it says, but I don't know. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. Stairs, not H. I'm sorry. That second letter should be T.
Yes.
My bad. Okay, so the secret stairs. All right. So far, so good. True that, or no. No, I'm gonna assume that's like nobody, and then N in the, and then T, and then I don't know what that, oh, not T, oh, it is T. To, yeah, trust nobody in the tomb, I think that's what it is. Trust nobody in the tomb of the Green Hydra. Maybe we shouldn't trust this note. So trust nobody in the tomb of the Green Hydra. Definitely what that says. This is actually kind of awesome, although I feel bad that I'm making you write letters instead of actual do art,
fine.
but you know, it's not like it happens most of the time. And just
what was that squiggly line again?
Which one? Where?
Like next to FLA.
Oh, that's
M.
That's M, flame. And just quickly flipping through this, I do not see any. Well, there may be one other case of the map, but I don't see any code again. So this will be the last time we have this code.
Oh, I forgot what this symbol was here.
That's... Oh, E-N-T.
Oh, that was a V, I think. Advent.
An adventure, maybe?
Adventure. Adventurer. Thrilling, chilling, blood spilling.
that top one is trust nobody in the tomb of the Green Hydra. That music though.
Oh, my music is gone. Ah,
Golden Axe soundtrack.
Golden Axe soundtrack, yes.
Okay, and then I think that's in, or it is possible. I think that's what that means. It is possible. Yeah, that's what it is. Not in, but it is possible.
Oh, that is a T.
Yeah. Ooh, that's really cool, Aerodinel, actually.
Chord
That's really cool.
C? What? Chord C?
No, it'll be corpse. Be a P, not a T.
Oh, yes. I know how to English.
And then that's instead of in is possible, it's it is possible.
Oh, yeah. Ik spreek geen Engels.
It is possible that there are flame darts on the corpse of an adventurer. I have a feeling like this note better be useful. Now we're going to know. So we're going to... Actually, yeah, we're going to really need this. If we're going to destroy the Green Hydra, we're going to have to go to the arrow chamber and take the arrows. Then we're going to have to go to the oil chamber, put the arrows in oil, then go to the Hydra chamber, shoot the arrows, cut off the Hydra's head, and escape through the secret stairs. There may be flame darts on the corpse and adventurer in the Hall of Bones. Okay.
Oh, wait, that's an H. These
Are maybe powerful weapons.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, although it doesn't actually say anything about burning the heads here. Exactly, look at me.
That's
Okay.
the G, I think. Go to... Oh, wait, that's an S, not an A.
Section mentioned in the code. Or better mention it in the code. It hasn't done so yet. Ah! This is the one we need.
F. Oh, wait, that could be like a number now, right? So, F is what letter in the alphabet? I'm just like going to write it on top of it.
No, I think it's going to do... I think you're right. I think you were doing it the right way. It's going to do it... It's going to spell it out. It's going to spell it out. You're doing it right.
Oh,
It's
yeah, 40.
40... Yeah, it's going to spell it out. That would be too complicated for Sagard.
45.
Is it 45?
Yes, 40.
Wow. Serious good work from chat and from Terry. Wow.
Bing, bang,
right there.
boom.
Kaplow. How you like me now?
Yeah, I
Okay.
should probably save this.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, right? GG is right. Man, that is no joke. Are you able to take screenshots of those?
What? I can just save it as a thing.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, like, can you do that in the map? Because we're going to need this, definitely.
Yes. I'll just like pop it up whenever you guys need it.
I'm going to
Just give
remove...
me a second.
Can I remove this now? Like, off my screen, you have it on yours?
Yes, you can
Okay.
remove it.
Because I'm going to get rid of all this nonsense.
What
Crowdsourced
date is it today? Today is the
decryption.
27th, right?
Yep. Yep, crowdsourced decryption is right.
Because I always put the date with like each
Yep.
like file for each stream so that I always know, oh, this is from that day, this is
Yep.
from that day.
See, you guys don't get this kind of gamebook play on any old stream, all right? Like this crowdsourced decryption. Okay. Whoops. All right, hang on a second here as I move this
So,
down.
Tomb of the Green Hydra.
Okay. Whew. That was...
I'm like gonna color code these stars because these are very difficult to see. I feel.
This is crazy go nuts. Okay, that is your illustration. I got rid of all of it and I still had the map up there and I realized that was your screen. I was like, wait, what happened? Okay, so we got it. All right, good job, everybody. Okay. Section 45, so here we go. The docks. The pink dawn light is broken in segments by the lines of tall masts and tinted by brightly dyed sails adorned with strange and powerful creatures, dragons, eagles, and snakes. As the sun rises on the horizon, the docks bustle with activity. Merchants, fishermen, travelers, and even white-haired, red-eyed Volzar raiders make ready their ships. Peering into the water, you see a most peculiar sight. A man, human in all ways except for his scaled legs, wearing ornate and shiny robes, rides a huge whiskered fish. A chill shakes you as you spy an enormous trireme flying a black sail emblazoned with a death's head, for any schoolboy knows it belongs to Salamar Rabfad, a Hitaxian pirate who would just as soon slash your throat as look at you. Stepping up to an old salt who is carefully laying out his nets for a day of fishing, you ask him for transport to the Isle of Slith.
You won't get me near that island for all the money in Soothorpe.
Who will go to it? He holds out a hand, and after you have filled it with a coin, responds,
Only Swarny Pate would sail in those waters, and he's not to be trusted.
Swarny Pate's boat is the ugliest in the harbor, all gray, in need of maintenance and smelling of rotted fish and filth. Stepping onto his ship, you encounter his two crewmen, who appear to be Phexians with lean, mean muscles, crimson lips, and cold, hungry black eyes. After hearing your request, they sullenly lead you into Swarny Pate's cabin. In the cabin, you see this. So let me pull that up.
So I noticed a problem with the map.
What's that?
Two of the markings have the same symbol. There's like two white stars.
Oh.
One for the arrow chamber and one for the Hydra chamber.
That's weird. Maybe they're both. Maybe. Oh. Maybe.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a guess as to which is which. Because I don't know. Like.
Well, I'm assuming that the Hydra chamber is going to be the bigger one.
I would. Yes, that seems reasonable to me. Which means the Hydra want to be the bottom one.
Yes. Or is it?
Yeah, exactly. Or do we think? Oh, for real? All right. Let's see. So. All right, let me studio mode this up so I can show you folks what I've just encountered here. So I can show you Swarny Pate. Okay, here's our boy Swarny Pate. In the cabin, which is littered with various maps and charts and the bloody remains of fish, sits Swarny Pate. He is a cold, rutted character with reddish skin many times burned by the sun, a gouged black hole where one eye should be, and broken teeth. On one shoulder sits a lizrot, an ugly flying bird lizard with a long licking tongue and sharp claws.
I'll take you to the Isle of Slith for 50 gold pieces. I'll return you for the same price. Take it or leave it.
Having no other option, you take his offer. I will give you 25 in advance, and 75 upon return. He nods in agreement, and in less than an hour you set sail. As you do not trust the crew, you stand at the back of the ship silently watching them. Also, you realize this is really time for a save point. I just realized I hadn't saved recently, and I'm like, this is definitely a save point moment. Occasionally you notice them glance stealthily up at you, trying to see if you are watching them, but for the most part, they pilot the ship. You know, however, that should your attention slip for only a moment, they may jump you. When night comes, you are extremely suspicious and take pains not to drift off to sleep, for there is no doubt in your mind that falling asleep would lead you to a watery grave with your gold coins in their scurvy hands. Check your hit points. If you have more than 10 points, flip the pages. Okay? Alright, I have an even number, section 101. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, we get an even number. Section 101. Okay, here we go. Treacherous Voyage. The stars glow like jewels in the death-black sky as Swarny Pate's boat sails through the murky sea. In time, when Soothorpe's towers have sunk below the horizon, you make out islands silhouetted on the horizon. Because of the horizon that exists with the horizon. Most are composed of jutted rock and are probably uninhabited, but on some of them, orange embers of dying fires glow. In time, the soft rocking of the ship, the warm winds from the south, and the tranquil salt air make you drowsy. However, you know that falling asleep would be a sure invitation to be attacked by Swarny Pate and his two sinister Phyrexian shipmates. Slowly, you slump over in your seat, feeling more tired than ever. Struggling to keep awake, you slit your finger on your gleaming blade, hoping that the sting will keep you awake. However, it doesn't. Waking for just a moment when the ship lurches on a wave, you see the silhouettes of the two treacherous Phyrexian shipmates sneaking toward you, gleaming daggers in their hands. Knowing that you have no choice but to fight, you lunge with your sword. Your sudden flurry of activity catches them off balance, and you strike first. Okay. So, let's see if we're going to fight these guys separately or together somehow. Let's see. I don't think it actually says, so I'm going to assume... that's one at a time. Okay, so we have Phyrexian shipmates that we're battling. Phyrexian shipmate 1. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Okay, skill 3. These guys are terrible. Skill 3, stamina 5. Okay, here we go, Kerflop. We want to cut these down in 6 rounds of combat or less if we can, or Swarny Pate will join the situation. So, Kerflop, could I have you... You will strike first. Could I have you roll, please? Although Kerflop may actually have left. I think he left. So, can I have a volunteer to roll a 4-sided die for chat? Only requirement is that you roll a 4-sided die that you either have or that you can get from the WotC dice roller online, and then you need to be honest about the roll. This is the honor system here. So you need to use both of those. Anyone? We need someone to roll a 4-sided die, because I'm going to be rolling it for the enemies. Got to take down some pirates, people. You don't need a 4-sided die, Kookie. You can just do the WotC dice roll. Okay, Takanji, awesome, man. Thank you. Oh wait, Kara already jumped in. Okay, so Kara's doing it. Takanji and Kara can fight it out, but for now I'll take the 4. Okay, so 4 means that you are going to do 3 points of damage, which he's down to 2. Okay, then he's going to strike. See, it does say, I think you each roll, so first they're going to roll a 2, that's going to do 1 point of damage. Then the second one will roll, and will also do a point of damage. Okay. Alright, Caro, next one, please. That was the first round of combat. We need to keep track of that. Alright, 2 is going to do 1 point of damage. Okay. And then they're going to roll, a 4, which is 3 points of damage, and a 1, which is 1 point of damage. So 4 total points of damage. Okay. Alright, that was the second round. Third round, please, Caro. Third round of combat. Gotta take this guy down. Are you saying sorry for getting a 4? That's the best. Okay, the first one drops to the ground dead. And I'm going to actually say that you managed to hit that next... Well, no, I guess not. Let's see. So he does just 1 point of damage. No, 4 is good. 4 is good. Okay, next roll. 4 is good, 1 is not so good. So I think we've got... I think we're 3 rounds in. This is the 4th round of combat now. So we're on the 4th round of combat pending Caro's roll. You got the 1. Okay, now you should apologize. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, down to 6. He gets a 4, which means he's going to do 3 points of damage. Okay. All right, go ahead and roll again. A 3. Okay, that's 2 points of damage. Good. And I think that was the 5th round of combat. All right, so here comes the 6th round of combat. We may need that leather jerkin coming up here in a minute, people. A 4. Very nice. Okay, this is the last round of combat. We need to try to take them down here. If we don't beat him here, then Swarny Pate is going to join. Let's see, 3. That means they're going to do 2 points of damage. Also, guys, do we want to take... we're going to have to decide if we want to rest. If we want to do the leather jerkin, which would be plus 10 hit points once in combat, or are we still saving it? And I need 1 more roll from you, Caro, as well.
So I kind of have bad news. My arm kind of started hurting again.
Oh, no.
So if that's okay, I would like tap out for the rest of the session.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry about that, Terry. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's fine.
No, it's not your fault, like...
Yeah, well, I'm sorry on your behalf, nonetheless. But yeah, all right. Probably that's what happens with all the writing, like the letters and writing. Okay, that'll take care of that one. Okay, that's fine. Stick with us though. I mean, unless you don't want to stay on the call.
No,
but...
I'll stay.
Okay.
Yeah, just like don't expect any more.
That's fine.
Arts here.
That's okay. Why don't you put up the previous one that you did then? Craft a cybernetic arm for Terry. It's a good call. That's what we did. There we go. See, look at that. Look at that joyousness. Okay. All right. So that takes them out. Now, chat. Before I leave this page behind, do we want to use the leather jerkin to get the plus 10 hit points? Because we can only use it in combat. That's not reusable, but that would bring us up to 18, and then we would still have our spirit luck thing left over. Nice, Caro. Good stuff. You want to save it still? I mean, we do have 8 points, so we could save it till the next combat if you want. Save it, it sounds like, maybe? Possibly? Sounds like... saving? Alright, I'm going to assume that means that we save it. Okay, so... we did successfully... defeat those treacherous bastards. It actually says in there, you may not flee the ship. Section 81, defeating the murderous shipmates. Swarny Pate eyes his 2 shipmates who lie face down on the deck and drops his cutlass. Damn right you do. Gain 2 experience marks.
Kill me and you'll never find your way to the island, he says. Cross me and you will find yourself in the belly of a shark, you respond.
He shrugs and steps to the rudder.
Fair enough.
As he sails, you dump the bodies of the 2 shipmates into the dark, velvety sea. They float for just a moment, and then 2 triangular fins emerge from the depths, and the 2 bodies vanish in a bubbling frenzy. Damn. Well, it doesn't, Caro. It's technically you're supposed to use the jerkin once during combat, technically. So we're trying to save it for, you know, a big fight, I would guess. Eating the food that his murderous shipmates will no longer need, you regain 5 hit points. All right, there we go. So see, we got 13. Swarny Pate points, and you gain your first view of the Isle of Slith. A broken volcanic cone thrusts bizarrely from the azure sea. As you draw closer, you see that the lava octopus sends gnarled tentacles of flowing molten rock into the bubbling sea, surrounding the island with a thick, steamy mist. For a minute, I thought that actually was a volcanic octopus, but no. Approaching the island, you see that even beneath the water, there are molten gashes on the coastal floor. Your small craft gets very hot as it draws closer to shore, and you are startled to see Swarny drop a small bird into the water, which emerges completely boiled a few moments later. Damn. Yeah, basically, Caro, although I think you get to keep those hit points after the combat, but yeah. As you sail to the far side of the isle, you realize that this is perhaps the most inhospitable place on the planet. Volcanic gas rises from molten gashes in the treeless terrain, and fresh eruptions shake the air like a thunderstorm. The far side of the island is slightly more hospitable. You see living trees, and here and there catch sight of a black-sailed slith ship wending its way through the mists and shiny, jagged rocks that surround the island. By late afternoon, Swarmy Pate lands the boat in a small, relatively hospitable inlet. Section 90. Entering the tomb.
50 gold pieces now, and I'll wait for you,
Swarny Pate says, his gnarled face lit by the reddish glow of the island. You consider the offer. Swarny Pate is as treacherous as they come. However, he is your only hope of a ride off the island. Do you wish to take your chances on him and deduct 50 gold pieces, or not? Now, the positive side of that would be that we have plenty of gold. The negative side of it is this guy is not to be trusted. So do we say screw it because he's not going to stick around anyway? Or do we give it a shot because we've got the gold? What do we do? Give him gold or nah? What do you guys think? Do we give this guy the gold, or do we tell him, you know what, get bent? And again, my feeling is we have a lot of gold, so we can afford to do it, but the guy is obviously dirty. So give the guy, so he's told us that he will hold the boat there and wait for us while we go into the tomb. The question is, do we believe him or not? Yeah, take his rudder. Just take it with you. I could see that. Sagard taking the whole rudder, just slings it on his back. Maybe that would be even better. You know? Oh my god. Okay, there we go. For a minute I thought that the entire remaining, like, half hour of this OST was just this same music over and over again, but it's not. It's going to stop in a minute. Okay. Alright, so last call. Last call, giving him gold, or not giving this sketchy guy gold. Okay. All right, let's close down the poll. We're going to give him the gold. All right, so we're going to give him the gold. Which means we're going to drop down to 227 gold, which is still pretty good. Stepping onto the island, you are choked by a cloud of sulfurous smoke. The landscape you were in is one that could only be forged in a nightmare. The ground in most places is glassy rock, save for small islands of dirt and vegetation between rivers of lava flows. Turning around, you see Swarny Pate's boat disappear into the fog. What a clown. Predictable. He lets out a loud laugh and calls,
"May Gak help you, Radican.
The boat is gone in the mist. Trekking up the vertical lava staircase, you come in sight of the Slith village. A semicircular plot of green with white dahlia fields surrounds short walls of black glassy stone. To the back of the city, you see what must be the tomb, a great structure of black glass with a single rectangular portal guarded by scimitar-toting Sliths. Climbing up the steaming island of the village, you catch sight of several people wandering as if in a stupor. Passing near them, they seem not to notice you, for their haunted eyes are glassed over and their mouths are muttering stupidly. It is not hard to guess that they are victims of the Night Dahlia. From a low vantage point, you observe the tomb. A nearly endless procession of gray hooded Night Dahlia carriers drifts past the guards in and out of the portal, and you resolve to gain a similar robe. As you progress up the hill, you come upon a great open pit filled with dead Sliths, some of whom still wear their gowns. Stripping a gown from a skeleton, you don it, and rubbing ashes on your face, gain the diseased look of the Sliths. Sagard, the Stealth Barbarian. I made that part up. A trail of glazed-eye Slith Dahlia carriers marches past 6 Slith guards and 2 enormous, gaudily painted statues of hideous monsters. You are at the rear, and though the guards eye you, they do not prevent you from entering the tomb of the Green Hydra. The tomb of the Green Hydra reeks of death and evil. The corridors are narrow and cramped. The walls are of chiseled glassy rock, wet with blood and moisture. Footsteps, distant screams, and low growls echo through the structure, and you cannot help but shiver slightly at the evil that surrounds you. As you reach the first intersection, the Dahlia carriers proceed northward. Stopping in your tracks, you look back at the glowing entrance, and then to your left and right. All right, and that leads us to Tomb Exploration. You are at the entrance to the Tomb of the Green Hydra. And if you want to get to a section, you have to pass through that section. So, here is where we pull the map back up. Hey, Terry, do you have that map?
Yes, I do. Wait. No, that's a note. There's a map.
Okay.
So I color-coded the things to make them more...
Wow, check you out. That's awesome. Okay.
But yeah, like with the red dots, there are 2 red dots because...
It's the same symbol.
Doors are the same.
But we're guessing the bottom one is the Hydra chamber.
Yes.
Okay. So, to be able to kill the Hydra, we said that we needed to get... It needs to get, what, the oil, right?
Oh, wait. Actually, maybe there's a hint about which one is which in the note.
Okay. Well, let's take a look.
That's probably worth checking out.
Arrow chamber, then proceed to the oil chamber, proceed directly to the Hydra chamber. Well, I mean, the Hydra chamber... I'm trying to see if you could... I guess you could get to the Hydra chamber without going to the oil chamber. Although I'm looking to see... Yeah, you... Yeah, technically you could avoid the arrow chamber. So, I mean, if the arrow chamber is on the west side. I think that's probably just enough. My guess is that it's the south. My guess is the southern one. Okay. Let's make that a guess. I guess we'll find it because it's the bigger chamber too. So, let's say let's say the bottom one is the Hydra chamber. I think that's a pretty good guess as the larger one. So, so we are now in section 98. So, what we'll need to do is it says you're going to draw a line to the next section you want to go through and go to that section of the book.
Oh, want me to do that?
Well, I mean, if it's not,
Well, it's not that terrible with my arm. It's just like, you know.
Okay, well, I guess if it's just doing a line, I guess it's okay. After reading the section resolving any combat that may come up, you return to this map and draw a line to the section you next want to visit and go to that page. You resolve any combat, return to the map, and trace a line to the next destination. You may not return to any section twice because it's considered to be swarming with Slith guards, so you have to avoid crossing your own path. Okay, so we need to plot out, I think, folks, what it is that we're doing here. So the first thing we needed to do was go to the arrow chamber, right?
Mm-hmm. So
and that's on the
either
far
the
left.
Southern or the left.
So...
Wait, where do we come in? At the stairs or here at the side?
The far east, the eastern side. There's only one open entrance, so like
okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking, so we're gonna need to draw basically, and there's nothing on that. What is that bottom right? Oh, that's the Hall of Bones. Okay, so if we were to do a direct path, like directly to the arrows and then the oil, The oil chamber is the top one, right? So we need to do the arrows, then the oil.
Oh, do you want me to solve the
and then
thing,
the Hydra.
or?
No, it's okay. I'm looking right now. Yeah, I don't think having chat do this is going to be impossible. Like this part of it. So, so we're going to want to do the. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to plot out the path, and then we'll talk to chat about whether or not they want to go to the Hall of Bones first. So.
Okay, so this is the way to the arrow chamber.
Okay, and then we would go to the oil chamber next, which would be up and over, still without crossing our path, I think.
Oh, are we not allowed to cross our path?
Not with that, no. You're not supposed to cross your path because there's all these slith guards.
So, and after the oil chamber?
Yes. And then after the oil chamber, we would go directly to the Hydra chamber.
Okay.
Which I think we can do just on the outside path, right?
Yes, that's why I took that extra turn.
No.
Previously. Because I was like, oh yeah, I see, this is where it's gonna cross next.
Yep.
Blah. I know how to draw clear. Blah. God, I'm the worst at this. Let me try this again.
Okay.
Okay, here we are.
And then we would have to get out again, presumably. So.
Well, only one way to go. So.
Right. Yep. Because those are the secret stairs. Yeah. I'm guessing they're narrow. I don't actually know because I haven't gotten any descriptions of it yet. Okay, perfect. Now.
Well, there are 2 sets of stairs, so we can just like go down the other way again.
Oh, that's right.
There is a wall in between.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because it on my okay, yep, you're right. So that's the way. Okay, now the only question is, chat, they said that there might be flame darts in the Hall of Bones. And I think, although Terry can correct me if I'm wrong, I think that we can go down without crossing our path still, get to the Hall of Bones, and then do the rest of that path, right? Like we could go down to the Hall of Bones first and then do all the rest of what you just did? Or am I not looking at that right?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, in other words, instead of going up...
Well, like the thing is, we cannot go to the Hall of Bones without crossing our path again, because there is only one thing where we can cross, basically.
Okay, so basically, chat, the question is, if we go to the Hall of Bones, then we're going to have to cross our path, which means we're going to fight some pretty serious bad guys. So, I don't know what... Are you cool, chat, with avoiding that and just doing the path that we laid out here?
Also, there's gonna be 2 battles if we do that, I think. Because, like, wait, I'm gonna make this one invisible. So if we get in here, and we first go down, boom, then we go here.
Yeah.
And then first we cross here again, and then this entire way.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't think
I don't know if that counts as crossing it once or twice.
Probably twice. Yeah, I don't think we can do that, chat. It's probably, yeah, because we've got 13 out of 20. I don't think we can do, yeah. It sounds to me like we need to not do that. All right, so whatever the hell with the flame darts, forget that. We're heading up then. So we're going to do the other path. So, all right, if you would not mind putting the other path up, Terry, I will do the thing. Okay, so the first thing we go...
where do we go after the stairs? Do we go anywhere?
No, I think it just says to go to the stairs, and then I don't know what happens after that, but that's the end of the tomb, I believe. So... Okay, so we're going to go up first, and we will go to X. Okay, that's our plat. So first, are you able to draw another line that's a colored line showing where we actually are at the moment?
Oh, sure, I can do that. I can do that. Wait, so I'm going to make this one red.
And by the way, chat, you were watching the Sagard the Barbarian gamebook playthrough. I am playing with Terry Toons, who did the live illustrations, although she's taking a break for the rest of the session here. And we'll be playing for a little over a half hour or so. If you like what you see in here, please make sure to follow the channel and support the channel in all the myriad ways that you can do so. At 4 p.m. Eastern, I'll be over at GOG with Pen and Pixels, continuing Thronebreaker, and then tonight at 9 p.m., we have our vocalists returning with the Banner Saga 2, my voiceover team. So it's going to be good stuff. Okay, cool.
So, we are at the entrance. Where do we go?
It looks like you did the whole path again, though?
No, I just, like, made it red, and now I'm gonna paint over it in black.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. Okay, so we're at the entrance, so we're going to go north, and then... Or, sorry. We're going to go to that first, you know, passageway. Yep, and then you're going to go up north and then stop at the little gap there.
Here?
Yes. Okay. It says... Section 56, The Slith Maiden. You hear moans through a doorway to the south. Looking inside, you see a gruesome scene. A beautiful Slith woman is chained to a stone table. Her eyes look to you mournfully, pleadingly. She shouts something to you in a language you don't understand. Your nose is struck by the smell of tainted flesh, and from the chamber you hear a loud growling sound. You can try to save her, or turning a deaf ear, you can head west, where you see only the outer light of the main hallway, or head east around a corridor. Dahlia leaf is scattered on the floor in both directions. Okay. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, you just pulled up the, Yeah, trust nobody in that. Mm-hmm.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Trust nobody. Alright, so go ahead and put the map back up. So basically, alright, chat. Are we, Alright. What should we do? Help the Slith Maiden. Remember the note. And trust nobody. Alright, what's it gonna be? We're gonna help the Slith Maiden. Yeah, it'd be funny if that was the High Priestess. Well, yes. That's true. But the note says, trust nobody. I mean, it really does say that. Presumably, they would, you know, if it was the priestess, you would know that, you know, somehow. Yeah, we have a quest, no time for women now. Is that how that works? Nobody is our best friend. Yep, there you go. Probably the case, Ardenel. Alright, last call, last call. Exactly. I feel like that his triumph over decrypting that note would last for like the rest of Sagard's days. And everything he did would be defined by that moment. I feel. Alright, and... Okay, trust nobody, so we are going to say the hell with her. As you leave, she dies despairingly, her eyes... No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't say any of that. Alright. So, let's see. Next section. That means that we're going to go straight up. And the next place to stop is at the... little part that goes up and around, like up and over there, Terry, like at the... That's the next part to stop.
Up and over.
Yeah, like the little... Like you go up and around there, like the little, like lip in the wall there. Yeah, like a little bit, one more. Yep. So you stop there, and let's see. This says... Section 51, where 3 corridors meet. You have come to the intersection of 3 corridors. To the south, you hear loud growling sounds. To the southwest is the corridor that leads to the main entrance chamber, and to the north is a dark passage. At your feet, you see scattered remains of Dahlia Leaf heading in a trail north and southeast. Behind you, you hear the sounds of Slith guards approaching. Return to the map. Okay. We're going to ignore them because we got things to do and places to see. Alright, so next stopping spot is... so you go around the next corner. Ooh, look at that. Fancy.
That's better to see, I think.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, around the corner. Oopsie, that's the wrong color. Oops.
Yep, so around the corner, and then down and around the corner again, and that next corner is where you stop. Yep, perfect. Okay. The dark intersection. You stand at the intersection of several corridors. To your southwest is a black drop pit. You might be able to escape through it. Pick a corridor and keep going. All right. Let's see.
Right.
So.
Or we could go like down, left, like right, left, right, left.
I think it looks to me like if we just keep going to the west, we're fine. Like I don't even know what they're talking about with the pit. Like we're going the right way based on our plan. So I would say the next spot would be the corner where you turn, would be all the way down the hallway where you start turning south again. And one more, yeah. Okay. Let's see. This says, this is called Section 62, the Too Safe Hall. As you traverse the long hallway, you are jumped by 2 Slith guards. Whoa! They attack first. What? You must flip to forward to flee. Oh man. Alright, we gotta fight these damn Slith guards.
Yeah, see, we could like have avoided them by like, just going there, you know?
Where?
Like down here, here, here.
Yeah, but there's other
There,
things in the map.
there.
There are other letters though.
Yeah, I guess.
But yes, that's true. But there was no, I mean, there was nothing with the pit. It was just, you know, we got there and all of a sudden that happened. So, okay, these are 3. That's fine. We'll take these guys down. They are a little stronger. But we are Sagard. So, I think that's kind of important to remember. Okay, and 15. Okay. Alright, let's do it up. So, I believe we had Takanji doing this, or it was Karo, actually, I believe was doing this. So, Karo, if I could have you, they will strike first. I'm almost positive we're going to have to use the Jerkin this time, though. So, okay, that's 1 and 2. Which means...
Karohemd, are you still there? Yes.
Okay. Oh, Takanji's going to roll instead? That's fine. Yeah, we're probably going to need to roll, I'm guessing. Okay, so that's a 1 and a 2, so that's 2 points of damage. Okay, so when we get there, we'll use this. No, Kara, go ahead. So we'll probably need to use the leather jerkin here, folks. So when we drop below 10 hit points, unless anyone has an objection, we'll use the leather jerkin, but let me know. Okay, so 2. Which means we're going to do 2 points of damage to this guy. Okay. And they're going to roll 1 and 1. All right, so we're going to use the jerkin now because as the Slith guards aren't jerking us around. Okay. All right, next one. I see what you did there. Next one there, Carol. Let's see the power of your special one. Wait, this is Shinobi. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, I like Shinobi as much as the next person, but that's not gonna work. How about go with this one? Golden Axe 2 soundtrack. There you go with that 4. Alright. Okay. That one is going to do another point of damage as they continue to eat away. That leather jerkin was necessary. Okay, that 3 is going to do another 2 points of damage. Okay. And then... Oops, 4 points of damage that time. That was a solid hit. That's a 4. See, I'm liking these rolls. Okay. Okay, now they're down to 5. That guy's down to 5. 3 means it's going to do 2 points of damage. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. No, the Spirit Luck is not... Actually, you know what? It does say once per battle. So it might be the case that the Spirit Luck is reusable. The Jerkin, it's pretty clear, does not say once per battle. So it's possible that the Spirit Luck is reusable. Because as I recall, we actually did a fair bit of work to get that Spirit Luck. Okay, so that is going to do... Yeah, that's good stuff. All right. One more like that, and we should be in good shape. Let's see. All right, one more like that, Carol. See if we can take this one guy down. 2. Yep, that's going to do... Okay. Down he goes. So now we've just got the one guy. Ow. That hurt. We might need to use that spirit luck, too. All right. Just us versus him. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought it was too. Oh, nice, Echo. Rolled him physically. Nice, dude. Yeah, that would be cool, Takanji. You don't think you can do that work? Okay, next one, please, Carol. As we're getting there. We may need to use that spirit luck, but I think with the spirit luck, we'll probably be okay unless our die rolls go completely south. Wow. Caro has been making no joke rolls here. Okay, 1 point. Hanging in there, hanging in there. All right, 7 to his 10. We got a shot. Yeah, I don't know, though. I don't know how we're ever supposed to, because I think we're actually up to... I forgot to put in the last experience that we had, but even at that, we're only at 28. If we win this, we'll get 2 experience points. That'll only bring us to half of a level. So I hope we get some bigger ones there, but we'll see. Okay, next one, Kara, please. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's true that spirit luck... I wish I knew... I wish I remembered where we got the spirit luck from so I could go check that. Because it seems pretty OP if it's actually... Green Hydra. Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay. Another 4. That's kind of what I think, Takanjia. I would say that I don't see. That's the thing. I don't know if it's more than once. Okay, well, if he keeps rolling this way, then and I keep rolling the way I've been rolling for them, which is badly, then we might be all right because it may turn out that we'll be okay if we can take him down. But I don't remember where we got the spirit luck is the thing, so I don't... Yeah, we got the leather jerkin from that... Remember the trader guy that tried to basically scam us? Okay, 3. That's 2 more. Okay, 5. I double rolled that. I'm glad I double rolled that because it's a much better roll for the good guys. 5. This is going to be tough. All right, another couple of good rolls, Caro, is what we need. A 1. 2. All right, 4 points. We're still okay. We're going to have a decision to make if he hits us again and gets us down to 3. We're going to have a decision to make. All right, go ahead, Caro. Next one. 3. Okay, that's 2. All right, now, well, let's see. 2. Okay, that's still only 1 point damage. Now, we have a decision to make, guys. I think we have to use this spirit luck. And I guess spirit luck will return to full HP. Mike, I don't know whether that means that we've used it up or not, honestly, but I think we have to use this because otherwise, if they hit us with a 4, we'll be taken out. So I think we have to use this spirit luck, and then I'm going to have to try to do some research and see after the stream and see whether or not we can use it again. So I'll put like a little asterisk. But is chat okay with me? Chat, are you folks okay with me? Okay. Are you okay, chat, with me? With us using spirit luck? Because otherwise, if he gets a 4 on this roll, then we're dead. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we need to survive, right? Okay. All right, here you go, Kara. Oh, now, let's see. Oh, you hit him already. He rolled a 3, so we would have survived, but still, that would have left us with, like, 1 point either way. Okay, go ahead, Carol. One more roll. Let's finish this guy off. Man, I am really glad that we have created a path that doesn't cause us to cross over our path, because fighting these dudes would not be a fun time. All right, Carol, one more roll. Let's take this guy down. Carol, you there? Uh-oh. Have we lost Carol? Have I lost chat? Carol? No, it's all... Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright. 0! Oh, you lost sound for a moment. Okay. Okay. Down he goes. Alright, I'm glad that we used that spirit luck. I'll have to take a look later on for that. Okay, gain 2 experience points. That brings us up to 30. Meaning that we're halfway towards the leveling. I don't know about that. Anyway, all right. So we managed to defeat them, which is good. And now we return to the map. Okay. So now according to our map, the next spot, which would be a issue, is not the first passage, not the first turn. Not the first place where you could turn. No, one back up one. So just yeah, perfect. There you go. Let's see. So this is...
You know, if this was like, you know, an Infinity Engine style game, I would just like walk literally everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, have to unveil the entire map.
Oh yeah.
Have to find all the secrets.
Oh yeah. But you wouldn't have spent all this time decoding, you know, a map in that one if it had that way.
Well, kind of, sort of. I mean, there were like some more time-consuming puzzles in that game, like those games.
Okay, let's see. Section 64, the corridor. As you dash through the corridor, you hear a loud psst sound as if somebody is calling you. Spinning around, you see the pale face of a man close to death peering out at you. Radakin, he urgently whispers to you, come this way. Identify yourself before I cut you down, you demand. I am Antoth, a builder. Weeks ago, the architect escaped and left me for dead. I have been hiding here ever since. And what good are you to me, you ask? I know all the secrets of the tomb. Just take me with you and I will be your guide. Just then, you hear the footsteps of Slith guards. Antoth motions for you to join him in his hiding place. You have to make a quick decision. Will you join him or proceed? Remember, chat. Remember.
So while chat tries to remember, but yeah, like, remember...
What should we do? It says, join Antoth, or the note said, trust nobody, damn it. Kara's like, trust nobody. I have this image that you guys are going to be done with this session, and you're going to walk downstairs, and, you know, so your roommates can be like, hey, what's going on? I don't trust you. Who are you? Trust nobody. Oh, man.
But yeah, like in Baldur's Gate 2, there was this like ridiculous puzzle where you had to go through the like former temple of a Monitor, and you had to find like pieces of a book, which all had like parts of the question answers you needed to talk to this like huge statue had.
Yep.
Where you had to like figure out like the right order to do like some rituals, and it was an absolute pain. Yeah,
I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Man.
So, and you always had to walk back and forth, and the enemies would like start respawning at one point because you would like have to pick up some crystal that like kept all the enemies away.
Was that a and by the way, last call, folks, get your votes in now. Was that for one of the expansion packs, or was it the main?
No, that was for the main game.
I remember that. I just don't remember what it
the
was.
Ranger stronghold, actually. Like that's like part of the quest that starts the Ranger.
That's right.
I know all the things about these games.
Man.
I could know like useful things.
Well, listen, I mean, you know.
But no,
yeah.
instead I know like every dungeon in these goddamn games.
Yeah, I love these
Line of
things.
dialogue.
If you're the villain, you have the villain leave that notes. The player goes through 0 help and leaves all the innocents to die well. Yeah, I mean, like, this is actually what we're getting here, because I bet that the priest, if we went to the priest, I bet they wouldn't have given us all this information. So I feel like what this is basically a big-time reward for us having spent the time to do that intimidating, like, oh my god, what, you know, thing. So that, I think, is pretty cool, that is actually rewarding us for that. Okay, so trust nobody, so we tell that guy to get bent and head onwards. Okay. So we proceed with the map. All right, that means the next one here as we charge through. So let's see. The next one is, actually the next one is at the turn right south of the arrow chamber. So basically everything is normal until we get to that turn south of the arrow chamber, and then.
Wait, to this?
Nope, the turn right south of the arrow chamber, so like up, yep, right there. Let's see. So that is one other thing. Let's see. 2 black guards. 2 black leather-clad slith guards carrying battle axes protect the entrance to the chamber. As you are still disguised as a Dahlia carrier, they let you pass. However, if you take anything unordained from the tomb, they will attack you. Unordained. Okay, so that's good to know. Alright, that leads us to the arrow chamber. The sickly smoke of a burning taper clouds the chamber. In the center of the triangular vault is a garish green statue with an enormous green jewel embedded in the forehead. Looking over your shoulder, you see that you are being watched by the guards. In one corner of the room are 6 arrows. There are 20 jewels on the floor, placed there as if an offering to the statue. You contemplate looting the tomb, but know you might have to fight the guards as a consequence. Alright, folks, so if we loot anything other than the arrows, we're going to have to fight something. So, what should we do? Take arrows. Take... Let's see. Yeah, but if we loot all the things, we're gonna have to fight the guards, and we're low on. I mean, we have health now, but we don't have any like health like boosting items. So I know what I would recommend. Exactly. Yeah, I would wonder about that myself, Caro. I just don't. I mean, like, what's the point? We don't need these jewels. I mean, we know the drill. We need the arrows. We need the arrows. We need to get the damn kill the Hydra. Or we need the arrows. We need to go get the oil. Like, I understand this is Sagard the Barbarian and like barbarians loot stuff and everything, but still. Funny, they have advertisements at the end of this book for obviously other game books and stuff, and one of them is, now that you've come to the end of your very own adventure, do you know which way to go for more? And they have a bunch of these books. I remember them vaguely. I think I might have had one back in the day, which was called the Which Way books, and they were kind of like choose your own adventure. They're just sort of knockoffs of that, but all of these were $1.95. Man, that was a different time, because this came out, I'll bet. When does this come out? Yep, 1985. 85.
I was minus 6 years old back then.
Yep. 85, I was, how old was I? I was 13. The power of 13. Yeah. I had a bunch of these, so, but there were a lot, though, in fairness. there were so many of these that were out at that time, or no, because this is just when you're starting to get like game systems coming in, like, in televisions and Ataris and all that kind of stuff. So I did have one of those by then, but still. D&D was becoming a bigger deal, but still, I mean, D&D becomes more of a thing in like 82, 83, 84, so this was 85. This wasn't like, like if this had come out in the 90s when Gygax was even a bigger name, so. All right, we're going to last call this because it looks like people understand about the trust nobody and staying on target business. And... all right, looks pretty definitive. Okay, so taking the arrows, and it says, leaving the arrow chamber, you can proceed further on the map. Aha! So the guards will not attack us. We just randomly took arrows. Don't entirely know why there's a place that just has arrows in it, and that they're fine with that, but whatever. Okay, so next up, the next stopping point is the turn of the corridor to the north, Terry. So like so there's like it goes up, and then there's one turn to the right. Yep, and then it's like right there. Yep, perfect. Okay. This says, Section 69, the corridor. You stand in a dank corridor, the dankest of corridors. A spilled trail of Night Dahlia leads southward and then turns right, while directly to the west is a dark hole which you can jump into to try to get out of the tomb. What? Suddenly, in the darkness, you come upon a group of Dahlia carriers. In their hands are buckets of brown fluid. From the thick smell that seems to come from it, you guess that it is Dahlia oil. If you want to dip the arrows into it, you can. Note it on your status chart. Ooh. The Dahlia carriers peer at you with drained, empty eyes as you step past them. Carry my burden for me, one of them calls, staggering toward you. You dodge him as he reaches out to grab you, but his clawed hands rip your garb, making your sword and Radican clothing plainly visible. Proceed farther, if you dare. Okay, well, so now that we got that, we don't need to do the chamber, because we got the arrows in the oil. Right? So my thing, I would think, chat, we should just bail on the chamber because we got what we needed. We dipped it in the oil, and they ripped our thing, so we're not going to look like them now, and that means our cover's blown. So I think we need to get to the goddamn Hydra at this point. That would be my thought. Are you in agreement, chat? Yeah, that's true. Look at the... Chat, does that make sense? Yeah, I mean, like, if we got the stuff anyway, then screw that. Let's get the hell out. Okay, so in that case, all we're gonna do is just, instead of going to the chamber, Terry, we just, like, basically turn and head on the path the minute we can,
Okay, we can just turn left next.
Yep. And so the next stop actually doesn't happen until the bottom left corner of the map. So you go over, up, over to the left, and then down, and at the bottom of the map is where the next thing happens.
So why are we skipping the ultra? Oh, because we didn't get the arrows, right?
Because we got the arrows, and because we just dipped the arrows in the oil that the worshippers were carrying. So we already did what we needed to do. And they ripped our clothing, so now our cover's blown anyway. That's it. Exactly what you just did.
Wearing clothing?
Well, he was looking like a Slith worshipper. There's precedent. He tried to pretend he was a ghost.
In disguise.
Yeah. No, like that. We're not that kind of a brain.
It's like literally just like a leather skirt.
Right?
Basically.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Section 78, the long hallway. Racing down the long, dark hallway, you pull a torch from the wall and throw it behind you. What? It tumbles through the air, hits the floor, and shatters, spilling lamp oil. The lamp oil bursts into flames, thus cutting off any pursuing guards, but also eliminating your chances of crossing that hallway again. What the hell did he do that for? Continuing up the corridor, you spy 4 human shapes just yards away. Gripping your sword tightly in your hand, you charge them. Drawing closer, you realize they are Slith priests. Instead of turning to fight, they stare at you with sad eyes, looking as if they are severely under the influence of Night Dahlia. One of them, a particularly ancient-looking man, turns to you. You know not what you do, Radican. The others listlessly nod in agreement. Should you kill the Hydra, you will unleash a terror that would consume the entire Isle of Slith. The Sliths did not worry much about spreading their evil through Radic. Spare yourself and spare us, Radican. Turn away. I will show you an escape route and give you this jewel. The priest holds out a ruby of immense size which seems to let out its own light in the tomb. At this point, you may do one of three things. You may take the jewel and the priest's advice. You may take the jewel and forget the advice. Or you may slide past the sliths and continue your journey.
Wait, we don't just get to kill them and take the jewel?
Apparently not.
That is weak.
I know, I agree. Do we take the jewel, save the Hydra, take the jewel. See, I don't trust this jewel, period. Or trust nobody. Damn it. Can we save Scum? Nope. Can't save Scum. To me, see, the thing is, like, I don't know. Trust nobody. Like, we said it. We've heard this. It said very clearly, trust nobody. It's real simple. Trust nobody. There's no question about it. God damn it. Hey, welcome in, Architect Origins. Are you the architect that abandoned the thing and left behind the obvious clown, the obvious guy?
Wonderful.
Okay. Sorry, you missed it. There was an this guard that we passed said that well, I don't know if it was a guard, but this guy said that he was a builder, but the architect had abandoned him and left him for death. And we passed him because we didn't trust the architect. That we didn't trust this guy because you're not supposed to trust anybody in this tomb. So that's what that was about. Okay, last call. Yeah, and I think, unfortunately, well, we'll see. Because I'm going to have to close up shop here in about 10-15 minutes. I don't know if we'll have enough time to finish. We're closing in on the end, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, last call, last call. Last call for this. All right, sounds like people are trusting nobody, damn it. And okay. So, trust nobody wins, so we continue our journey. All right, that means that it looks like we've got one more stopping space before we get to the main chamber, and that is the little turn. How do I describe this? The turn right before the last passageway leading to the chamber. So
okay.
Basically, all the way over, and then there's like. Yep, exactly there. Perfect. Okay. So, this is what we find in that spot. We're almost to the Hydra chamber. Oops, that's not the one. There we go. That's the one. The Hydra's guards. Yeah, I know. The low latency has helped a lot to conjure. Rounding the corner, you encounter two guards dressed in full plate armor and carrying long glaives. Flip the pages. Okay. Flip the pages. You flip an even number, and I did. You have surprised them and attack first. You may not flee them. However, you might be able to slip past them if you flip before any of your rounds of combat. Okay, that's good. Because these guys are level 4. So, I'm thinking that we should try to... I'm basically going to try to flip and get past them. Every time, because fighting these guys is going to be rough, because these guys are no joke. They are level 4. Okay, so that's 4 and 15. Oops. And 15. Right. Good. Okay. So, that's tomb guard number 1, tomb guard number 2. Good. All right. Let's make this happen. So, we get to attack first. So go ahead and attack here first, Caro. Actually, wait. Before you attack, let me see. Maybe I can get lucky and we can not fight him at all. Nope, I didn't get lucky. It's a 2. Give him the cryptic math. That'll keep him distracted. All right, Caro, if you could do the first roll, please. Let's try to see if we can take him down. And let's hope for the best here, people. 4. That's a good start. I love it. And they also did 4 damage, which means they will do 3 points of damage to us. Okay, come on. Nope, I didn't get lucky. All right, next roll, Carol. A 3, all right. It's going to do 2 points of damage to this guy. Ow. Another 4. All right. Okay, here we go. Come on. Nope. Still not. Wow, 3. Nice. Down to 10. Hey! Look! Huzzah! That's what I'm talking about. Slip past those bastards. Alright, we only lost half our health doing that. Jeez. Okay, we slipped past them. Thank God. Alright. Section 96, the third chamber, and a clear spot for a save, by the way. Fleeing past the guards, you enter the third chamber. So that brings us to the actual chamber now, Terry. On the far side of the triangular vault, lit by the lurid torchlight, is the most ghastly creature you have ever seen. It is an enormous reptilian beast with 7 heads. Around the stout neck, from which 7 serpentine necks sprout, is an enormous manacle. This is the Green Hydra. It appears to be asleep as you enter, but when you approach it, one eye slit on one head opens. As you ponder the hideous creature, the Slith guards charge into the room after you. Oh, damn it. Reacting quickly, you jab your sword into the monster's scaly body. Suddenly, all of the heads look toward you and the 2 Slith guards. The guards, horrified by the hideous creature, return to their full fighting strength. Wait, what? What? They go up to the what? Oh my God, man. Are you joking me? Alright. As the battle begins, you are struck by the horrifying realization that all of the Hydra's heads were once human. Where there were once teeth, there are now fangs dripping with venom. Where there were once eyes, there are now only hollow slits. For a moment, the Hydra is restrained by its chain, but one of the heads turns and spits acid on the chain. Smoke rises, and in a second the chain drops to the floor, a bubbling puddle of molten metal. No one knows why the Hydra didn't do this in the centuries before that it had been trapped in this tomb. Anyway. You and the 2 guards must fight the Hydra to the death. Oh, so we're fighting... so we're fighting with the Slith guards. Okay. If you have missile weapons, use them instead of normal combat. Alright. If you're using the bow and arrow, you're going to flip the pages. You hit on everything but a 4. Hitting one of the heads puts it out of action for the rest of combat. Each of the Hydra's heads fights every turn. 3 of them attack you, and 2 of them attack each of the Slith guards. If a Slith guard dies, the head or heads attacking him will attack you. Your side strikes first. Okay. So this is a little confusing, but... Hydra head number 1. Alright, Hydra number 2. Hydra head number 3. Hydra head number 4. Hydra head number 5. Hydra head. Yeah, I mean, I guess now I understand why they were back to full strength. Although I don't know why someone being horrified by anything makes that happen, but whatever. Okay. Now, each of these heads has 5 skill and has 10 stamina. However, our bow and arrow will help with this. So, Caro, please roll a 4-sided die for me. Don't get a 4. Don't get a 4. Nice. Okay, good. The reason I didn't want you to get a 4 is because every time you don't get a 4 when you roll on a 3-sided die to begin the a 4-sided die to begin the combat, then you take out one of them. So we just took out one of the Hydra heads. So now there's 6 left. That means 3 of them are going to attack us, and 2 of them are going to attack the Slith guards. So, let's see. So 3 heads, and then 2 of them will attack each of the Slith guards. I guess it'll be 2 for 1 Slith guard. So basically, 4 and 5 will attack 1 Slith guard and 1 the other. Our side strikes first. Okay. So, let's see. So we put that out of action. Each of the Hydra's heads fights. So first of all, we've got the Slith Tomb Guards. And they are both level 4. So I'm going to roll for them first, since I'm playing all of the NPCs. So we want them to roll high now so they can take these guys out. We're going to focus all our attention on the first Hydra head. So, 3 and 1. What the flip was that other guard doing? Alright. Anyway, 3 and 1, so that's 4 points of damage. Okay. Alright, now we are attacking ourselves. So, okay. Is it kind of what war cred is in D2? Could very well be. Okay, so now our side strikes first. Now the head attacks. So it's going to attack us first with 3 heads. 3, 2, and 3. Which means it does 3. Wow. Okay, so that did 8 points of damage to us. Alright, so it's not... I'm pretty sure, given how tough this combat is, that this is not meant to be used up. So we're going to obviously use our Spirit Luck right now. So our Spirit Luck is now back up. It has brought us back up to 20. So, here we go. Now they're going to attack the others. So, 2 on 1 guy. Great. I'm glad that the Slith Guard isn't going to get hit that much. That's great. I'm glad that worked out. So 4 points of damage to the Slith Guard. And then the other one is going to do 2 points of damage. So 4 points of damage to the Slith Guard. Okay, so Slith Guard has got 11 hit points. For the ones. The Hydra model from WoW. Yeah, it could very well be. Okay. Now, here we go again. So, first of all, we're going to... Okay, so go ahead and roll the 4-sided die for me again, Caro. Don't get a 4 here. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Right, okay, good. So that takes him out. Right. Yeah, I forgot that you needed to have him roll before. So 3... So we'll use that for that. So that's 5, 4. Okay, roll that again. Sorry, Caro. That was for the previous combat round. I forgot about that. Again, you don't want a 4 on this one, if possible. Good. All right, that removes... Okay, so now we're down to 5 heads. Now the Slith Guards attack. So now we're kind of... Now if we can just get... this is going to be rapidly less of a fight as long as we can get the Slith Guards to do their job. So... 4 from the first Slith Guard, 3 from the second Slith Guard. Alright, that's pretty good work for the guards. Let's see, so that's 3 and 3, so that's 6 points of damage. That'll take out this head. Alright, so this head is gone. Let me just do this for ease. So we've got 4 heads left. Okay, now, Caro, you can roll as a regular combat round, attacking the one of the heads that remains. Yeah. Oh, I love those Hydras from the Here's My Magic. There, now you got the 4. See, Caro, that's the kind of targeted rolls that we need. Good stuff. Okay, now the Hydra head is going to have, let's see. So there's going to be 2 heads attacking us and 1 for each of the guards. So the 2 heads are as follows: 2 and 3. Okay, so that means it's going to do 6 points of damage. Wow, this thing's really hit like a truck. And then the one that it's going to use on one of the guards, 4, and 1. So it's going to do 4 points of damage to one of them. He's down to 7. And 2 points of damage on the other ones. That's 9. They are. The oil, they're one per... So every round it's taking out one of the heads. You just can't see it right now because I have too many. Like, I'm removing them below, so... Because it's only... The screen basically only holds 3 enemies at a time. So we're right now down to 4 heads, basically. And so Caro is going to roll and hopefully not get a 4 this time. So we can take out a 4th head. And then hopefully the guards will do their job and come close to wiping out the other head. That's my hope. That's how the canon version of this actually goes. Ah, crap. Okay, 4. All right, well, we missed. So now the guards do their job. 3 and a 2. And so that's 5 points of damage. Okay, now roll... now roll again for the combat. Maybe you can still take out the 1 head, Caro. Now you want a high number on this one. It's okay, Caro. We won't hold it against you. All right. So you got the 4 going on. All right, good. So that will take out that. Now we're actually back to... Now we can actually show what we're doing. So we've got 10 points of damage. We got 3 heads left. So there's going to be 1 for each of us. It's going to aim at us the first time. Going to do 3 points of damage. With that, it's going to attack. First guard is only going to do 2 points of damage. And the second is going to do, 4 points of damage. Okay, they're both down to 5 hit points. Okay. All right, now roll again. I know, exactly. Now roll this die and you're trying to roll not 4 again on this one, Caro. You're not trying to roll not 4. Can you use the guard as a human shield? You kind of are. So you got to roll here because you need to try to take out one of these heads. There you go. All right, now there's only 2 of them left. Now the guards go. So they get a 1, which is 1 point of damage, and a 4, which is 3 points of damage. That's 4. Okay, so... All right, and let's roll. Let's make our roll. Exactly, yeah. Let's make our roll now, Caro. Now this one you do want to roll high, if you can. I like how I'm asking him for random chance support. Hey, see? There we go. Nice. Okay, now, let's see. Now it gets to go. It's going to hit us for only 2 points of damage. That's good. It's going to hit the 1 guard for 3 points and for 4 points. Wow, so 2 and 1. No, for the rest of the combat. It says, quote, hitting one of the heads puts it out of action for the rest of combat. Which is a good thing, because if it disabled it for like only 1 round, we would be dead immediately. So it disables the head for the entire combat, Architect. And speaking of that, Caro, I need you to roll, but you need to roll low. Yeah, no, it says right in the book for the rest of combat. It would be almost impossible, I think, if it didn't do that. That would be like Iron Man mode. Oh, Caro! Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. All right. Well, let's see if the guards do their job. Okay, they roll a 1 and a 4. So that's going to be enough to do, let's see, 1 and 4. So that will eliminate this guy. Okay, so there's 1 head that remains. So go ahead and roll high now, Caro. Go ahead and roll high on this thing. Let me get another one of those 4s that you're so fond of. A 3, okay. So that will drop him to 8. Okay. Now, that head is going to attack us. And is going to do a 2, which still does 3 points of damage. Man. Okay. All right. Now, roll again. Do not get a 4. Don't get a 4. No 4s. 0. Imagine 1 through 3. Channel 1 through 3 for this one. Channel 1 through 3. Hey! All right. That takes care of the final Hydra head. Nice. We still got down to 6 stamina, and we still have those 2 Slith guards, too. All right. I guess if we have to fight the Slith guards, it's nice that they're down to, like, 2 points and 1 point. Okay, but it doesn't. We actually return to the map. You got a second die for rolling low? Nice. Okay. Good stuff, guys. We managed to beat the Hydra. So, now we got to get the hell out of Dodge. Let's see. And according to the map, it looks like the next one actually is at that section with the stairs. So, yeah, the next, I guess it would be the next one, Terry, would be that one. Okay, Section 82, Escape Stairs. Your heart pounds as you charge down the stairs, which seem to descend to the center of the earth. Behind you, you hear the shouts of Slith guards. Reaching the bottom of the stairs, you find yourself on a long, narrow ridge in an underground cavern. Far below, a river of molten lava flows, and high above you is a forest of hanging stalactites. At the far end of the cavern, nearly a mile away, a thin shaft of light cuts through the malevolent gloom. Behind you, Slith guards run down the stairs shouting. Taking flight across the narrow ridge, you try not to look down as arrows whiz past your ears. You have to roll 4 times and take damage for each one. So I need you to roll 4 times, Caro, and every one we take, we're going to take damage. So let's see what we get. You just want to roll not a 1. Not a 1, that's all. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So is that 2, 3, 4? We need one more. So far, we haven't been hit by anything. Just ducking and weaving, ducking and weaving. Nice. Wow, we duck all the arrows. Reaching the shaft of light, you stand at the mouth of the cave. Below you, the lava river pours into the boiling ocean. Arrows shower down on you, and it looks as if there is no escape. Flip the pages 4 more times, and take 1 hit point for each even number you flip. Okay, you gotta roll 4 more times as the arrows come down, and every even number we take damage. So you want a 1 or a 3, Caro. We have to do this 4 more times. You're not out of the woods yet. Or out of the volcano, I guess. This is like no joke. This book does not want you to... You're crazy. I feel like there's parts of this that are unfinished because they don't talk about, like, if you don't have the oil. They don't talk about other things. I think, like, I think there are a couple of gaps in what they did here. Okay, 1, 3. Good. And 2 more times. 4, 4. Oh my god. Okay, we take 2 more points of damage. We're down to 4 points. Let's hope we don't have any more of that. With perfect timing, a red-masted ship sails around a jutting rock in the boiling ocean. Looking more closely, you see that its hull is made of finely chiseled stone, and it is piloted by a dashing fellow. Standing next to him is none other than Quetzalcoatl. See, this is what I mean. How would we know that that's who that is? But okay. She waves to you as the boat draws nearer. Arrows rain down on the boat, but miraculously, none of them hit the passengers. As the boat draws close to you, you jump onto it. Quetzalcoatl wraps her arms around you, and a gust of wind pulls your boat out of the bay into the open ocean. Gain 1 experience mark. Okay? Looking back, you see the Isle of Slith in turmoil. 20-foot-tall fire demons smash their way out of the tomb and ravage the isle. Oh, that's a shame. Panicking Sliths carrying large bales of night dahlias scramble for their ships. Some make it, while others are crushed by enormous volcanic rocks thrown by the monsters. By nightfall, you reach shore on the pirate isle, St. Cole, with Quetzalcoatl. Together, you watch the blood-red sun sink over the ocean. As dusk settles in, you see a burst of red on the horizon, and know that the Isle of Slith and the evil that radiated from it have been destroyed. Quetzalcoatl looks sad for a moment and then smiles. If we have gained nothing, we have at least gained each other. So, yeah, I know, I noticed that. So we're in a boat made of chiseled stone. We escape having used our spirit luck, barely, with this woman that we don't know. But we escaped, people. We beat the Hydra and escaped the island thanks to the incredible decoding work of Sagard, and of course, Terry's amazing mapping and drawing skills. We did it. We survived Sagard the Barbarian, the Green Hydra. Nice job, everybody.
Woo!
Nice job. That was actually, I mean, it really does, it is like it's sort of a rough diamond because there are problems with it, like the fact that it forgets about the oil. Like, why do we randomly know about this woman who we've never met? What is this chiseled stone ship? Like, there's some issues, but I do like the map, and I like the whole code thing that we had to do. Like, that was kind of cool. So success. And actually, let me see. I think.
Wait, so we are done with this book?
We are done with Sagard the Green Hydra.
Okay.
But now I think. Now hold on one second. I think, I know it's built to sync, miraculously it doesn't. I think, now this is up to Terry, if you're cool with sticking with this series, because I do have one more of these books, and it's Sagard the Barbarian 4, the Fire Demon. So we do have this one, and I don't know if you can see the illustration. Like, he looks like a J. Crew model. Like, he does not look like, that is not Sagard. Like, I don't know what that is, but that's not...
I see.
That's not Sagard. But anyway, so chat, do you want to stay with Sagard for one more book, and then we'll move on to another series after that? Are we going to stick with him for the Fire Demon, and then we'll be done with that one? Yeah, he looks like Mowgli. Yeah, he does. He does. He totally looks like Jungle Book. You're right. You are right. And it says, actually, that you get to keep your character, like, into future books. So that's good to know.
Wait, so, but, like, we only did one Sagard book by now, didn't we?
Correct.
So, but this is the fourth book?
This is the fourth book, because I only have 2 and 4.
Kind of underpowered?
That's true.
So,
I don't know. I mean, right. I mean, you're quite right.
Like, I think, like, if we are going to do that book, that might be smart to, like, roll up new stats, but, like, stick with the inventory, like, add, like, the things from our inventory that we already have, maybe?
Probably. I mean,
Like,
the only thing is, I don't know if we can roll up new stats, though. I don't know if that's how it works. Because I figure, because we keep our experience, right? So I feel like if once we get more marks, we would go up to level 60, or we would get to 60, then we would level up to level, whatever it is, level 4 or whatever, right? So, you know, that would be my thought. We get to keep our spirit luck. I guess that's true. All right, I guess that's true. So, spirit luck. All right, so let's do that. Where are we?
Also, like, in the long run, like, I think I already mentioned that to you a bunch of times, but, like, at one point I want to do a Forgotten Realms-based thing.
Oh,
Because
well,
miss
I
Forgotten
have.
Realms.
See, the thing is, I have a Forgotten Realms-based one, but I'll show you.
Well, or alternatively, Planescape, that also works, but I don't know if there are Planescape, like, solo adventures. Oh, he took off his headset, so he can't hear what I'm saying! Ha 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 ha! This is my stream now.
I can't hear you, what?
Yeah, exactly. No, I said that, well, or like a Planescape thing. It's just that I really miss Forgotten Realms, because nobody cares about good old Forgotten Realms anymore, and I don't have anybody to play that one with currently, so...
I see. So wait, do you mean... Yeah. So I don't understand. You want to do a video game?
No,
Realms?
like a Choose Your Own Adventure book. Like, there must be, like, Forgotten Realms
one. There is. Hold on. There it is. Alright, I can keep my headphones on. So, alright. Here we go. This is just for you.
Oh,
now, the only thing is, I don't know how to do this along with the live illustration, but we'll see. So I have this.
Okay.
So this is called the Fairy Mound of Dragonkind. It's the Ultimate Maze solo quest. And the way it works is, when you go into this area, you get things like this. So you get this hugely detailed illustration, and you can literally explore any part of that illustration.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool, but it sort of is like
doesn't
not
work with the format.
correct. Yeah, like
Aww.
that's the problem. So like but I mean like that's what I have that's in the sort of Forgotten Realm mode.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work. Like, what's the point of me drawing there?
I do have a choose your own adventure. I actually have a straight choose your own adventure, like just choose your own adventure, which is not any stats or anything. It's literally just, which is something about the dwarves. I don't remember. Like Flint, something about Flint dwarves or something. I don't know. So I do have that. But I don't have anything that's like adventure book style, like this game book style that is Forgotten Realms also. So we will think about it. I tell you what, we'll return to this thought in December, and we'll decide what we want to do. If we want to do Fire Demon, Sagard, or anything. Either way, we did this. But we are now way late for me to finish up because I got to get going in about 20 minutes. So for my next stream. So this was wonderful, Terry. As always, it was a great pleasure. You want to show the drawing that we got done besides the amazing map. And besides
there are two drawings. So
yeah, I mean, like we got the whole like figuring out all the code. You did that too.
So like this was the warm-up drawing.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The two drawings because of the dancer. Yeah.
Yes. Well, dancer, like the lady.
The lady that was friend zoned.
Yes. No, like she friend zoned us. That's how that works. Or she was girlfriend zoned alternatively.
That's funny.
So.
Is that her being like, oh, don't look my
direction?
direction?
No, because like she was like it was said that she had like an adventurous look in her eye, and was like, we see her and she leaves immediately. And
all of a sudden it just disappears. Yeah, okay. Right, and like I said, we never saw her again. Like that's just that's never gonna happen, and that's maybe the real treasure was the art Terry drew us along the way. Exactly. Look at me, exactly. Good stuff, Terry, as always. That was great pleasure, and I am looking forward to the next time. Of course, you'll also see Terry playing Adventures of Middle-earth with us as well, so that is going to be good times.
Well, I mean, scheduling is going to be a bit difficult next month, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
we will. Christmas season and stuff, so like I can't promise I will be there for like all 3 weeks.
Right.
That I usually do. But yeah, we'll figure stuff out.
We'll figure it out. She'll be here for some of it, like however it actually works out. So, and thank you, Caro, for the dice rolling. It was a pleasure. You were definitely had the fours going on. That thing is definitely all about the fours, so that was great. Terry, where can the fine people see more about you here, there, and everywhere?
Well, mainly on Tumblr and also on Twitter and Instagram. I mean, like Tumblr, that's like the big question because like Tumblr is dying right now, as it seems. So not fun. Maybe it's not, but like there's been weird stuff happening, like the app being deleted from the App Store, and then like the admins of that website like introducing a new bot that's supposed to delete all spam bots. And in the wake of it, starting to delete a lot of legitimate blocks, and it's absolute chaos and mayhem right now.
Great, that's wonderful.
So fingers crossed that because like there is no website more useful for what I do than Tumblr, sadly, except for like when hopefully eventually Pillow Fort takes off, which might be better. But yeah. So yeah, Tumblr.
Right, Tumblr
Twitter,
maybe, but
Instagram, like names like same everywhere. Tari Toons. Also, like for people who do speak German, I can very much recommend checking out Toons Up. That's like my turf. Toonsup.de or toonsup.com actually, like those work. Yeah, those are like the places I am most active at the moment.
Awesome. And in DeviantArt, she was asked
Yeah, I do have a DeviantArt. I'm like a bit behind on like updating stuff there because like DeviantArt is like not really ideal from the user base. Like I do have a DeviantArt, also Toons, Tari Toons. But yeah, like I'm not as quick to update there as I am on Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram.
Okay, so Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram, and check out Terry's Patreon as well. And you can continue to check her out, of course, always here. And yes, we'll talk about scheduling and stuff like that, Terry, sometime this weekend or next week. But thank you as always. Our boy Sagard did his job, got the job done. The decoding, no one ever knew that decoding was going to be his toughest and most important challenge. But just as important as defeating a Hydra is defeating the Hydra of the map. Is basically the was. So thank you, Terry. I'm going to let you go and close up shop here, but thank you so much, and I will speak soon. Me. Say bye to Terry, everybody.
Bye.
See you soon. Okay. Good stuff. That is going to do it for this stream as we close down Altered Beast, which is what we had for the soundtrack. All right, that is going to do it for us, folks, and I got to get on out of here because I'm actually, I'm not late yet, but I mean, normally I like to have an hour break instead of 15 minutes, so I got to get ready for my GOG stream, which is Pen and Pixels, coming at the top of the hour, when we are going to be playing Thronebreaker, and we're going to continue my playthrough there. Don't forget tonight, please mark your calendars, because tonight we are going to have the Our Vocalists at 9 p.m. Eastern, continuing with the Banner Saga 2, and then remember Friday, for those of you who missed this before, Friday I'm going to be doing a live event of Esper Genesis from PAX Unplugged. Johnny Pittman and Carlos Hernandez are going to be there with me. Kat Rambo and Zach Clay will be playing with us, but they will be on the West Coast. And I'll be there with the Alligator Alley guys. We'll be doing a session of Esper Genesis. We'll also be making 2 announcements. One of those announcements is a big announcement regarding a project that I'm doing with Alligator Alley Entertainment. That announcement's going to happen on Friday, and you really do not want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. And then the other announcement is specific to the channel, and you're also not going to want to miss that if you like role-playing games. You know, if you like role-playing, you might want to think about being there for role-playing. So that's going to happen. It's going to be good. Yeah, normally I don't do this much on a Tuesday, but for an Our Vocalist Day I do. So yeah. So that's going to be the deal for me, but I got to get out of here and get ready. So I will see you folks over at GOG in about 15 minutes. No raid today because obviously I'm hoping that you're all going to go there. Thank you everyone who did everything you could for this channel. I'm just going to tell you again, don't forget about the YouTube, _ArvTube, Discord, !ArvCord. The shop is !ArvShop. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Don't forget about don't forget about the Patreon, !ArvTreon. Thank you to those of you who resubbed today. That really matters as well. Trying to continue to build the subs and to build the Patreon, so please do that. All of that will support things that we do here, and it's hopefully not too much for you, but it definitely makes a big difference to the channel, so thank you if you were able to support. And other than that, I will see all you wonderful people at 4 p.m. Eastern, just about 13 minutes from now, over on GOG. Thank you to my wonderful mods. Thank you to Terry Toons again. Wonderful job today, Terry. Thank you so much for the illustrations, as always. Thank you to my subscribers, Terry Toons, Aerodinel, Echo Alpha, Kooky Canuck, Lucathea, and Nonstop. Thank you all so much. Thanks as well to my Patreon supporters that you can see, people like Nonstop and others who have that little diamond in front of their names, and my mods as well have that, so thank you so much. Thank you to Avocado Badado, Commander Root, ECAG, Electrical Skateboard, Jagtrist, Caro for all the rolling today, Costas, Mr. Mano, Positivity Bot for always keeping me positive, PKD Fan, Poltergeist Zero, Questionable Results, Snow Sable, Tade, Takanji, U Christensen, V&K, Video Store Cowboy, and Virgo Praz. Much love to everyone. Thanks everyone, and I will see all of you wonderful people over at GOG in just about 13 minutes. Until then, bye for now, and I will see you soon. Also, everyone be good to each other. Always have to say that. Now, goodbye.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true, were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart, were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams, when all your acts were queens, understood all that it means, could you have understood the way your life was bound, did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below, watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. conviction. Life is only what you make. When it comes to your own vision, when you got to see it through, you know you got to make it